have picked up the 4. As we start locking and loaded with the boys and the men right now, 26 riders in the group. Out of Cambridge, New Zealand for Troy Lee Designs, Bennett Greeno. Out of Tucson, Arizona, Kyle Jensen. Out of the Netherlands, Dave Vanderberg. Out of Palm Harbor, Florida for Supercross, BMX, Spencer Cole. Coming out of the Netherlands, another Dutchman, Jamayo Brink. Another one out of the Netherlands, your Olympic champion, Nick Kinman. And out of Sterling, Virginia for Rockstar Rift Tangent, Cutter Williams. Who's got the horsepower on the drag strip right now? Downtown we go. Kimmin on the outside. Let's see what goes on with the boys down into turn number 1. Oh! Lost a bunch of them right there. Going down. We'll get these guys checked out. Jensen going to come up on a top spot. Here comes Williams and Cole. Down the 2 straightaway. Who's going to get the low point as they drive this one in turn number 2? Down the 3 straightaway. It's all Williams. Jensen on the top spots. Down that 3rd straightaway. Brink, the Dutchman out of the Netherlands, coming down the line. He'll get things going on for that 4th spot as they come back through. Bennett Greeno on the 5 as they drive it back around. Looks like Vanderberg's back up. Nick Kimman's back up in that 1st turn. Let's give him some love on the way back through. Let's hook them up, boys and girls. Let's hook them up. One more time for your Olympic gold medalist as he comes back around. Nick Kimman, Vanderberg coming back through. The Dutch boys going to get things rolling back home. Got another one on deck right now out of Grand Junction, Colorado for First Gear Fast. Max Austin. Out of Largo, Florida by way of Australia for the Escort Factory team. Jack Davis. Speedo. Out of Sarasota, Florida for Route Transportation. And Stay Strong. Joey Lido. Out of Houston, Texas for Waltech Engineering, Rain Lankford. Out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for Acrebrand, ODI, and OGO Fist. Making his debut this weekend, Michael Reck. Out of New Smyrna Beach, Florida for the Escort Factory team, Tyler Henry. And out of Avon, Indiana for Factory Syndicate LSG, Drew Polk. All right, here we go with the boys. Speedo got a pretty good shot. Langford on the outside, though. Everybody's going to check it into turn number. Oh, 1, 2, 3 down as they come out of the 1st turn, down the 2nd straightaway. Got it on lock out front. The long hair don't care, getting things going on. Henry on the 2 spot. Langford, Henry go 1, 2, and down that 3 straightaway. Going to go Austin as they kick things off down that 3rd straight. Bringing them into that last turn as they come back around. Everybody getting back up on the track right now as they come back through. Polk on that send it right. He's coming back down the line, bringing it back to the stripe, though. Going to go Langford, Henry. Top spots as they come back through. Austin on the 3. Make some noise with the boys. They get back up and finish it up, and they come back through. Let's hook them up. Let's hook them up. Oh, Mother Nature coming into effect once again. Out of Baltimore, Maryland, for Factory Full Tilt Radio, Johnny Vance. Out of Tucson, Arizona, for Daylight Cycles, Corbin Shaw. Out of Henderson, Nevada, for Impact BMX Racing, Makiva Hobson. Out of Grand Junction, Colorado, for BMX Sharks, Aaron Blee. Out of South Park, Pennsylvania, for AHN Flying, Amy Grips, Cameron Bramer. And out of Riobamba, Ecuador, for Factory Bombshell, Christian Castro. Pretty good drive out of Bramer, and Sherrod going to head down in at turn number 1. Sherrod takes charge with this one. Uh-oh, lost 1, 2 right there. Kramer coming out on a top spot. He'll bring this one down the second straightaway. Hobson looking for the 2 as they drive this one down the second straightaway. Got to be, Bramer down as they come in on the second turn. He's going to scramble for it down the 3 straightaway. It's all Hobson on the top spot. We'll keep things fired off into that last turn. Ramping it up one more time on the way back out. Hobson coming back through, looking for that low point. Going to be Hobson Plee. 1-2 side by side as they come back to the line. We'll pick it up on the 320 bike as they come back around. Vance will lock that one up. Everybody's back up. Let's make some noise for them as they come back home. Got another one locked and loaded right now with the boys for No Logo and Race Inc. out of Nice, France, Vincent Pelluard. Out of Mayaca City, Florida for Hyper Bike Company, Snafu and Acre Brand, Jay Smooth, Jeremy Smith. Out of Auckland, New Zealand for Speedco and Avian, Rico Bierman. Out of Queensland, Australia for T-Squared Bike Company, Jesse Asmus. Out of Bakersfield, California for Answer Factory, Cameron Larson. And out of Garland, Texas for Pickle Juice, Cameron Wing. Larson taking this one down into turn number 1. Everybody going to check into that first turn. Lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Asmus. Oh, everybody's down. They're going to make a scramble. Where are you guys at, Nashville? Make some noise. Rico Bierman on the top spot now. He's going to take it down the 2 straightaway. Getting a little loose in Music City as they come back through. He's going to go old school on it, puts a foot down. Pelliard on that 2 spot. He'll crank it up with Asmus down the 3 straightaway. Wingding, he's going to try to make things happen right now. Larson says, all right, man, I'm going to get checked out for a second. Getting a little crazy out there right away as they come back down the last straightaway. Bierman, Pelliard go 1-2 back to the line. Asmus on the 3 spot as they drive for home. All right, let's switch it into the vet pros right now. 14 riders in the game. Out of Glendale, Arizona, got to be Corey Reed. Out of Bulls Gap, Tennessee, for Sindit, the Speed Cartel, Stephen Latchford. Out of Sterrett, Alabama, for Chase Fly and the BMX Racing Group Store.com. The Alabama Slammer, Barry Nobles. Another one out of Clarksville, Tennessee, for Fly, ODI and DB Racing, Curtis Stamp. Out of Cape Coral, Florida, for Megas Design Group, Justin Riddell. Out of Claremont, Oklahoma, by way of Anytown, USA, for Harrosaurus and Promax, the captain, Nick Long. And out of Wallkill, New York, Justin Ledoux. All right, here we go with the boys right now, taking this one downtown, the Alabama Slammer. Going to be Corey Reed looking for it. Captain, he takes it upstairs. Oh, the Slammer's down. Here we go down the second straightaway. Who's going to get that top spot locked in with this one as they all come in and out of that second turn? Rena back around, going to be that 243 bike out front. Justin Riddell coming down the 3 straightaway. Florida boy. Reed looking for that 2 spot. The captain, Nick Long, keeping things moving on as they come in and out of that last straightaway, coming back through. Oh, looks like Nobles is back up as they all come back down the last straightaway, and that's the way it's going to go with these boys coming back to the line. Make some noise for them. Make some noise for these guys. They come out of that first turn. Another one getting locked and loaded right now. More vet pros on deck. Out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. For Mad Cycles and Lexington BMX, KJ Iron Dad Romero. Out of Murrieta, California, by way of Ecuador, for Factory Bombshell, Emilio Fala. Out of Freeport, Illinois, for Factory Ripped BMX, Dustin Jacobs. Out of Napa, Idaho, for 09, Big Jeff Upshaw. Out of Owasso, Oklahoma, for Big Tool and Tangent, Alan Hudson. Out of Queensland, Australia for Unit, Corey Frieswick. And out of Folsom, California for Celetics, Damon Smith. All right, everybody keeping it a little bit in check right now. Fala Upshaw going to check up as they head into that first. We dropped one off right there as they head out of the first or down the second straightaway. Fala Romero going to ramp it up a little bit as he's coming down the two straightaway. Let's see what goes on with these boys. They come back around in and out of turn number 2. Down the third straight we go. Jacobs, Upshaw ramping things up along the way. Everybody just kind of taking it easy out there as they come back down that 3 straightaway. Into that last turn we go. We'll get it wrapped up right there on that as we come back down the line. All the way back through, going to be Emilio Fala coming back to the stripe. KJ Romero on the 2. Dustman Jacobs on the 3 as they drive for home.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 12 is the moto, number 6 and under, mixed open on a Friday afternoon. Let's go. Ryan Edwards, Murphy, Whitehead, turning and burning out of number 2, 134. The Warrior, Murphy, getting it done on the top side. Florida boy running the show through the section. Going to take him in and out of turn number 3 on the turn back to the stripe. Looking for 2 riders, moving on to a 6 and under mixed open main event. Murphy going to lock it down on the 1. Gavin Edwards going to pick up that 2 spot for the Misfits crew. 13 is the moto number on the track now. How about Hunt, Jennings, Moe, and Pangione? Action Jackson Jennings running the show in and out of turn number 2 on the top side. Ride 91 bike in tow. Got to be Mo Power sitting on that 2 spot. 81 ride of the Hunt sitting on that 3 as they make their way in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Mama, they're talking to you in the red jacket. Yeah, that's not a spectator spot. Coming on back at us, 8 and the 91. Moving on out of moto, 13. A little drizzle falling on a Friday afternoon. Want to welcome everybody to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City Nationals, day number 1. We're going to get around to having some fun in the sun before it's all over with. At this point, we're going to press on. Coming down the mountain right now, down that front straightaway with Southwell, Barnes, Dixon, Snyder, and Pascal. 7-8 mixed open on a Friday afternoon. The Giant going to take him downtown in and out of turn number 1, Black Crown. Oh! The Giant goes low side, checking on Gigi. 2 bike running the show right now. Got to be Dixon. The Red Bullet got company in the hip pocket. 11 bike, the Little Ripper Snyder. Snyder going to make it in and out of turn number 2. Snyder, Dixon down that third straightaway. Southwell's up. She's shaking her head. Going to throw her leg over the steed and ride it out. Give her a hand. Coming back in my direction right now. Getting it done on the 1. Little Ripper Snyder going to pick it up along with the 2 ride of the Red Bullet Dixon. Campbell, Besige, Wyatt, Gay, and Clements. Here we go. 15 is the moto number. Albie's Colors running the show downtown in and out of number 1. Going to be Gnarly Charlie Gay. Gay out on the top side right as they make their way in and out of turn number 1. Got the Jet Clements on that 2 spot. Coming back right now. Got to be Gay and Clements going to go 1 and 2, rolling it through the section. Gay, Clements, bluegrass colors. Got to be Basij sitting on that 3 spot. Room for 2 this time around as they make their way in and out of turn number 3. Down that last straightaway. Got to be Gay doing it for the Albies crew and the 11 ride of the Jet Clements. Out of moto 15, 16 is the moto number down that second straightaway. They're rolling. Norbert. Carrier, Rush, Smith, Welburn, Shotwell, and Ellerton getting it done on the 1. Got to be Norbert. World 1, got to be the Princess. Isabella Smith sitting on that 2 spot. Smith looking for a little clean air as they turn and burn. Coming back at me. Norbert, Smith, Welburn, 1, 2, 3. 2 riders moving on. Going to be Norbert and Smith. On the moto 16. 17 is the moto number. Nag 5 ride on the top side. The Killer B. Nelson running the show. Got the 14 ride of the Dorito Emerson sitting on that 2 spot. Single file style as they roll it through the section down that 3rd straightaway. Lead rider back in my direction. Haro Colors out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma. The Killer B. Nelson going to lock it down on the 1. 14 ride. Emerson picks up that 2 spot and moves on. At a moto 17. Here we go. Kanowitz, Dawson, Hernando. Lost Kanowitz in the turn 6-7 bike. Right in the right spot. The Cheetah, Hernando, Thompson, Gabois, Smith, and Lopez rounding out your field. 9 bikes up. Going to check on Cakes right there, but running the show on the turn for home. Got to be the Cheetah, Hernando. Doing it for G-Paw's wallet. 2 ride. She gone. Smith. Darby getting it done and moving on. Moto 18. 19 is the moto number. Lost the Albies right over in turn number 2. Shock, Barry, Novak, Meade, Beatty, Renya. Checking on Novak down in turn number 2. 9 ride. Nope, that's Kanowitz from the previous moto, so coming back at me. There's the 1 ride. Nag 1, the fast cap, Beatty. Going to get it done with the 13 ride. Mason Berry. Transfer is brought to you by the letter B. Checking on Novak over in turn number 2. She's up. Davis, Faircloth, Fritzmeyer, Wenzel, and Lacey. Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got it the R bike on that 2 spot. Got to be Davis and Faircloth. The Maxter running the show in and out of turn number 3. Getting it done carefully. She turns her home, coming back in my direction. Michaela going to get it done with Baird, the low blow Faircloth out of moto 20. 21 is the moto number down the second straightaway with Duffy, Zavaner, Schaffner, Turner, and Spencer. Nag 14 ride. Got to be Peyton Duffy. Duffy doing it for the Syndicate crew. Down that 3rd straightaway, she's rolling on the top side. Gatekeeper colors. Got to be Zavaner on that 2 spot as they turn for home. Coming back at me, 2 riders going to a 13-14 mixed open semi-main event. Going to be Duffy and Zavaner at a moto 21. 22 is the moto number. Wilson, Hunt, Thompson, Willett, Waldner. Whole lot of W's. W5 on the top side. Got to be the Alligator Thompson running the show down that 3rd straightaway. Look like I got Willett sitting on that 2 spot. Syndicate colors on the 3 as they turn for home. Back to the white stripe. We'll race it. World 5 ride. The Alligator going to get it done with the 3 bike of Willett. At a moto 22. 23 is the moto number on the track. 15-16 mixed open. Lost the lead rider going over into turn number 2. White Bull, Cyrus Thompson, and Arender. 15 bike. Got to be Thompson, the sniper. Well, she'll pick up the pieces. Syndicate colors going to take it over right there. Got to be Katie Cyrus. Cyrus and the Nag 12 of the 357 Magnum Arender. Arender and Cyrus. Automoto 23. 24 is the moto number. Cameron Meekum. Bowen and Holt lost one again over in turn number 2 down that 3rd straightaway. Nag 12, Bella Mouse White. I incorrectly said Arender. Bella Mouse White moving on with Cyrus out of 23. 24 is the 8 and the 26. Holt and Cameron. 25 is the moto number on the turn and burn out of that Pro Max turn. Looking for Cuss, Meath, Guyton, and Pino. One rider moving on to a 17-20 mixed open main event. It's been a minute since there was a 17-18 class. Showing my age, huh? 10 bike moving on right there. Got to be Guyton. On a moto 25. 26 is the moto number on the track. 31 and over, mixed open. Looking for Balcom, Wyatt, Hankins, Levine. In and out of turn number 2, 185 bike running the show, 47 ride. Going to go shopping. How about Hankins? Getting it done on the 1. Wyatt looking for a little lunch money in and out of turn number 3. CW Racing on the turn for home. Wyatt sees the little blue sky. See what he can do down that last straightaway. We're going to drag race it back to the line. 47 ride. Colton Wyatt going to pick up the win and move on out of moto 26. Salva, Ross, Fowler, 3 riders, 3 round total point race in action. Got to be Jethro getting it done on the 1. Oh, I got El Tiburon on that 2 spot. Going to be the boss on the 3 as they turn for home. Coming back in my direction. Salva looking for the low point in round 1. The captain with a little fist pump as he watches from the sideline. Salva gets the ace. Fowler picks up the 2. Ross coming back on the 3. How about Wegley, Novi, Tresick, Juan, and Faircatch? 7-8 open down that 3rd straightaway. We're rolling the Ripon River, doing it for Impact Racing out of Boulder City, Nevada. Turning and burning back to the stripe on the top side ride. Tresick going to lock it down on the 1. Nag 5 ride. Ace the Bean, Novi picking up that 2 spot out of moto 28. 29 is my moto number. Clark, Piacentino, Calhoun, Moorhead, and Hamilton. E-Ride getting it done on the 1 right now. Got the T-Bone in tow. Piacentino down that 3rd straightaway on the getaway. Doing it out of Middleton, Tennessee. Local Cat going fast as he turns her home. Coming back at me. Piacentino going to lock it down on the 1. We got a drag race on that 2 spot. 32 ride going to take a peek. He's going to get it done. Hamilton, the Turbo Tanner, slides into that 2 spot and moves on out of moto 29. 30 is the moto number. Paxman, Salzgiver, Blake, Ferry, Mortelli. The Pac-Man eating him up on the top side ride as he turns for home. World 8 ride. Going to get it done with the 543 ride of Murillo Mortelli. On a moto 30. 31 is the moto number. How about Lander, Southwell, Gazaway, Williams, and Novak? GQ got the Albies colors on the top side. Gazaway got the Power FX Speedco color sitting on that 2 spot. JNR Ryder Williams sitting on the 3. Single file style as they turn for home. Coming back at me. 2 riders going on to a 9-10 open semi-main event. Novak coming back to the line on the 1. Novak and the 8 ride holds on to that 2 spot. Gazaway and Novak moving on. Nice charge by Williams, but Gazaway gets it done. Faircloth, Improda, Murray, Rodas, Widener. Got to be the J-Dog on the top side. Coy coming back in my direction. Rock 1 on the 1. Battle on that 2 spot. Rodas holding on as they make the charge back to the line. District 1 of Rodas going to pick up that 2 spot and move on. At a moto 32. 33 is the moto number. Custer, Graves, Coe, Tosher, Vargas, Shotwell, and Showmaker. The UFO flying in the Alto colors now. That's a new pickup for that crew. Got to be a Coe running the show right now out of Austin, Texas. He's going to make him in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. 7 ride on the top side. Got the 1 ride of the Hazelnut Tosher. Going to pick up that 2 spot and move on out of moto 33. 34 is the moto number on the track. How about Hill, Santana, Bowers, Nelson, David, Swanson, and Rabenowitz. Nelson running the show right now. Chick-fil-A doing it out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma. Coming back in my direction. Nelson got company coming in a hurry. Nag 20 and the E-Ride. E-Bike. No, the 20 bike got in there on that 2 spot. Rabenowitz gets by Hill at the line. So Nelson and Rabenowitz at a moto 34. 35 is the moto number. How about Rob, Rowe, Mortelli, Yance, and Martinez? Power FX Speedco colors. Got to be Mortelli running the show as they turn back in my direction. 881 and the 3 ride of the Osman Rowe. Passanisi, Weiland, Savino, Morris, Martinez. Got to be the animal running the show for the Albies crew. Dropped one off down that first straightaway. He's picking up the pieces. On the turn for home. Coming back at me right there. Got to be Passanisi. Jet colors of Savino on that 2 spot. Those will be your transfers out of moto 36. It was. $37 is the moto number on the track right now. Nag 3 right on the top side. Got to be Zachary Kaiser. Kaiser doing it for the LSG Send It crew. In and out of turn number 2, 542 right. Coleman tries to show him a wheel. Kaiser says he's going to take a little more than that to take this one over on a Friday afternoon. Kaiser says let's play a little bump and run out of turn number 3. Coleman says don't mind if I do. They're going to drag race it back to the stripe. Nag 3, 542. Coleman comes by the line. Kaiser's moving on as well. On a moto 37. 38 is the moto number on the track. How about Jones, Boston, McFerrin, Dye, Dukes, and Skinner going downtown in and out of turn number 1. Gold Cup colors running out on point right now. Got to be the Gold Cup 3 ride. The Dye guy, Hunter Dye. Dye doing it for S Squared New England. 5 bike sitting on that 2 spot. Got to be the speed bump. Boston for Black Widow Racing out of Zimmerman, Minnesota. He's got company coming in a hurry as they turn for home. The Dye guy going to get it done on the 1-7 bike. Going to slide by right there. Got to be the hot shot Skinner coming back on that 2 spot out of moto 38. 39 is the moto number on the track right now. Gilliam, Schwartz, Abercrombie, McCabe, Shar, Ingles, Meyer. Good stuff. In and out of turn number 3, 12 ride. Got to be Ingles on the top side. Ingles, Gold Cup 3, going to go 1 and 2. Ingles, and that was Abercrombie on that 2 spot on a moto 39. 40 is the moto number. Vrolik, Grice, Benj, Fast, Sebrel, Lille. I think I'm good for now. Got to be D'Souza Leo getting it done on the 1. Power FX Speedco colors. Oh, man. Brazil in the house. Oh, drag racing e-bike. Holds off the 4. Vrolik gets that 2 spot. Benj will come back for round number 2. 41 is the moto number on the track. 31 and over open right now. How about Wagner, Stewart, Ybarra, True, Jordan? Oh, yeah, big boys, little toys down that 3rd straightaway. I see Thrillbilly sitting on that 2 spot. Lead ride in and out of last turn. Getting it done on the 1. Oh, look, he's got that super aerodynamic T-plate. I don't know who that was, though, because I don't have a T-plate on the moto sheet. We'll figure it out. The Gold Cup 2. I don't have that either. Stewart and Wagner moving on. 42 is the moto number. Big wheels rolling back in my direction. Oh, yeah, got to be Charlie Gay and the 8 ride. Charlie Gay, the 8 ride, and the Nag 8 ride. A whole lot of 8s right there. So that was Slattery, Greer, and the 36 ride of Gay moving on out of moto 42. 43 is the moto number on the track now. Now I got 9 10-year-old girl cruisers, 9 riders in the mix today. I'm looking for 2. This time around, K-Bike. Oh, I dropped one off in the turn right there. Wallace running the show, picking up Helton over in turn number 2. Avery's up. Give Avery a hand. Coming back in my direction. 9 10-year-old girl cruisers. 9 riders in the mix today. 2 riders moving on out of this moto. The Pistol Wallace going to get the ace 95 ride of Bam Bam Davis coming back on that 2 spot out of moto 43. 44 is the moto number. Dotson, Ellerton, Smith, Phelps. Don't need a program to recognize the fastest blue cheetah rolling right there. Got to be Sawyer Smith on the top side ride. She's got the getaway speed down that 2nd straightaway. Albie's colors out on point. Got the wicked ride on that 2 spot. Got to be Ellerton. Got a little wicked over there in the Pro-Max turn it did down that 3rd straightaway. Shiny side upright as they turn for home. 2 riders moving on to that 9 10-year-old girl cruisers main event. Smith and Ellerton. Out of moto 44. 50-50 going on today. 50-50 raffle. Tackle box easy up over in front of concession. Get in on the mix with 226 motos today. We should get out of here in time for today's winner to be able to take me to dinner because, well, I'm free. Coming back in my direction, I mean available. Gold Cup 1, Gold Cup 2, Cole and Pierce. One day I'm going to get at least like a sandwich. There we go. There we go. Zach Quick in the house, everybody. There's Pasowitz getting it done on the 1. Peak, Parham. Beatty, and Alvarez all in the mix as well. But, oh, man, good to see Alex. Black Crown Colors running the show as they turn for home. Coming back at me. Got the H, the R, and the P on that 2 spot. Got to be Peak. Transfer is brought to you by the letter P. Downriders are up. Give Olivia a hand. Burrian, Waldner, Pierce, Tilly, Searfoss. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number 1, World 1. Oh, the humanity. I dropped everybody off that's not named Burrian or Searfoss in and out of turn number 2. We'll check on our downriders. But right now it's Landon and Cameron. They got the shiny side up right there. Moving on. Tater Tots up. I see Waldner's up. I see Tilly's up. They're not stoked about it, but it is what it is. Burn and Searfoss are moving on, and everybody's up, going to ride it out. Give those ladies a hand. That was not how they had it programmed in round number 1. It's a little slippery. Little slip and slide today. Hardy, Meekum, Luptic, Reichel, Franco, Hill, 15, 16-year-old girl cruisers. Oh, yeah. 6 riders in the mix. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number 1. Power FX Speed Co-Colors getting it done on the 1. Got to be Isabella Franco. Franco got Luptic on that 2 spot. Luptic got company in the hip pocket. 584 ride. Gets up under. We dropped one off over in turn number 2. I got Hardy into that 2 spot. Luptic now on the 3. Luptic going to take a peek in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Franco out in the clean air. Isabella's moving on with the 584 ride of Ashley out of Moto 48. 49 is the moto number on the track now. 17, 20-year-old lady cruisers. 9 riders in the mix today. Simonson, Powell, Martin, Stotler, and Douglas. Oh, big sis. Got to check her out in turn number 1. Douglas down, but she's not out, I hope. Got to be Alto Colors getting it done right now. Emma Martin. Martin running the show. Got the 2 right of Stotler on that 2 spot. Big sis is sitting up. Coming back at me right now, though, it's got to be Martin on the top side. Martin and Stotler are going to go 1 and 2 and move on out of Moto 49. There's Powell. So Simonson also down over in turn number 1. Girls give each other a hug. They're upright. And I saw Big Sis banging on her helmet, so she's all right. She's more aggravated with herself than anything, I think. So that's good news. I mean that she's well. Douglas, Simonson, give those young ladies a hand. They're going to ride it out. And that is a World 8 plate. That's nice, Big Sis. That's full custom right there. Georgia custom. Absolutely. Yeah. That's full custom right out of Powder Springs, Georgia, right, Big Sis? Ha ha! We're rolling down Big Sis's way in just a couple of weekends. Going to go to Margietown. Let's go downtown out of turn number 1. It's got to be Patillo running the show. I'd say she's a little familiar with her surroundings out here. Local Cat on the top side right now. Got to be L-O-L-A Lola getting it done on the 1. Mia Flynn for the Albies crew on the 2 spot. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's on the T-shirt as well? All right. And 1 feather press. Daddy's over there. He's got some good stuff going on. Check him out. Some of the coolest bandanas in the line. Oh, little Patillo, Flynn. Music City ones for sale. I got my captain one with me this weekend. I saw some sweet new HRP ones. Whoa! Lost a couple. Lost the HRP and the S-squared rides over there in turn number 2. 21, 30-year-old ladies. Miko, Picaretto, Dodson. Dodging. McCoy, Edwards, Johnson dropped another one off. Coming back at me, National 33 ride. Picaretto going to get it done. The show's moving on. 378 ride. Edwards going to pick up that 2 spot. On the Moto 51, we'll get everybody else picked up and dusted off. Give them a hand. Warner, Irwin, Little Masterson, Stevens, and Ellerton. Oh, man, got to be the Sherry Bomb on the top side, Waltech colors. Feel like I've been saying this one for, I don't know, about 6 months now, the Sherry Bomb. And the one ride of Stevens. Moving on, Moto 52. Florida in the house. 53 is the moto number. Oh, yeah. Kugler, Boydston. Oh, Mortietta. Hale and Brady lost the all-tail ride right there. Campos Mortietta. And Atta's up. You can't keep her down, but man, oh, man. Give her a hand. That one might have stung just a little bit. I got Angela Hale getting it done on the one right there. Angela. Idaho in the house. Whoa! Sparky. I think that was Sparky at the line. Kugler. I know. Try it. Hey, I don't know who Spanky Kugler is, but Sparky Kugler's moving on. Moto 53. 54 is the moto number on the track. 46, 50-year-old lady. Needs, De Leon, Schaefer, Badonic, Bays, Lathan, Strange. Oh, yeah. Gotta be Badonic. Gonna get it done on the one. Sonia's moving on. There's the Nag 4 and the 99. Gotta be the Sensei and La Jefa. Hot Top on the top side. Got Hill and Carter. Got to be Leslie on that 2 spot. Hot Top, Carter, Hill. Oh, yeah. In and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. The K-Dog running the show for Proline Cycling out of Austin, Texas. Got to be Leslie Carter doing it for Planet Bicycles out of Jacksonville, Florida on that 2 spot. Philip Off Racing Colors, Trisha Hill on the 3 and 51, 55 Lady Cruisers. Last of the Lady Big Wheels out here on this Friday afternoon. Lee, Sharon, Lober. Oh, yeah, 56 and over ladies. In and out of turn number 2, Cyclecraft Colors. Getting it done on the one. Got to be Amy Lee. Amy Lee got Sheeran on that 2 spot. Lobler on the 3. Lee, Sheeran, Lobler. The snail. Got to dig it. Coming back in my direction. Amy Lee rolling on the top side with the Cyclecraft ride. She's going to get the first round ace. Gloria going to pick up that 2 spot. And Donna comes back on the 3. Little Tykes, Big Bikes. Here we roll in and out of turn number 2. 7 and under cruisers. Dropped one off in turn 1. Dropped one off in turn 2. Ellerton, Reynolds, Mirzon, Lavoie, Elman, King, and Renya. Oh, yeah. On the turn and burn. Coming back in my direction. Top side ride right now. Look like in the zone. Colors got to be Hollywood Reynolds. Reynolds got the Gold Cup 3 right in the hip pocket. Got to be Asher King. Reynolds and King are moving on. Moto 57. Picking up our downriders, 40 bikes up. That's Renya. 53 rider Ailman's also up. Nice hand for these little guys. Whoa, Big Hat Matt doesn't have a hat. What? Whoa, it's chaos in Nashville, I tell you. Want to welcome everybody to the Music City Nationals, day number 1. It's spring in the South, y'all. We're going to have a whole lot of fun before it's all done, I promise. Get on over to USA BMX Racewear. Get your event T-shirts. Check out Vendor Row. We got Full Tilt in the house this weekend. J&R Bicycles, I imagine's out there. I got to make my way out there as well. We'll check them out together when I get a break at about 3:30. Ortiz, Miller, Shepard, Jennings, Murphy, Francis. Oh, yeah. 40 bike. Got to be Lucas Francis. He says, hey, guys, I'll see ya. In and out of turn number 2. Oh, dropped the 21 right off in that 2 spot. Oh, looked like that was 20 right of Jennings there, but it's still got to be Lucas Francis running the show as they turn home. Francis looked like Get a Grip colors maybe on that 2 spot coming back in my direction. Francis, no, that's Gate 9 colors. Got to be Murphy, the Warrior. Not a bad little afternoon for the Warrior so far. 2 laps, 2 transfers for Murphy. Francis gets the ace. Murphy gets 2. They're both moving on. And a moto 58. 59 is the moto number. Vanderhayden, Cassidy, Kensler, Sullivan, Barley. Second straight race in action. Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be Vanderhayden. Vanderhayden got Reggie's colors. Got to be Cassidy sitting in that 2 spot. Oh, dropped 1, dropped 2 off Kensler. And looked like the 25 right of Sullivan. No, that's Sullivan on the 3 spot as they turn for home. Coming back at me. Vanderhayden, Cassidy coming back. 7 bike gets on by Cassidy and Vanderhayden, both moving on. Automoto 59. 60 is the moto number. Schumann, Olsen, Pieper, Reyes, Moulton. On Nitro, Nika running the show. On new colors for the full tilt crew. This about mid-season change here. S-squared colors on that 2 spot. Got to be Pieper. Race Lee keeping us honest by changing up the colors mid-season. A little post-Worlds change-up, I guess it is. 13 and the Nag 6 ride, Moulton and the Flash Reyes. You get my age, you got more behind you than you do in front of you probably, so you talk about a lot of old stuff. 3 right on the top side, got the 1 and the 14 in tow down that 3rd straightaway. Murray, Shanahan, Burkhart, Harris, Peterson, Williams. Got to be racing Case and turning and burning out of number 3, coming back at me. 3 right on the top side out of Kansas. Oh, that's God's country out there. 14 right on that 2 spot. Shanahan getting in there on the 2. Oh, we got to pile up over in turn number 1. Allen, Blake, Bailey, Lafreniere, and Wegley. The chicken wing says, don't mind if I do, fellas. Right place, right time. Everybody else starting to pick up the pieces. The chicken wing running the show. Got the juice box on that 2 spot. Man, a chicken wing and a juice box. It's creeping up on 2:30. I could use a snack. Oh, man, I lost the chicken wing over in turn number 3. The juice box. Oh, I lost another one. The chicken wings up. Cleared the pallet with the juice box. Then got the transfer with a chicken wing out of Moto 62. There's Lafreniere. He's coming back at me. There's Wegley. And Memphis is up. Good to see Memphis up. He visited us over at Cobb County BMX last week. We'll wish Memphis well. Look for him back in round number 2. 63 is the moto number. Oh, the humanity. I lost the field. Save 1. Right place, right time. Holston Scott says, hey, don't mind if I do. Scott got Gio, Perito, Renier, DeWinter, Falkowski, and Letellier. They're picking up the pieces. Oh, man. We dropped 2 off in turn number 2. Sometimes it's just not your moment. Coming back in my direction, 37 ride. Holston says, don't mind if I do. I'll take the spot. 2 spot down that last straightaway. Nag 10 ride. Got to be JT Letellier. He's going to get in there on that 2 spot. Hey, give Falkowski, DeWinter, Renier, Perito, and Gio a hand. They're picking up the pieces and riding it out from Motos. 63. 64 is the Moto number 10-year-old cruisers. How about Hardy, Smith, Paxman, Dacus, Aarons, Peterson, Reeves. In and out of turn number 1. Oh, dropped 1, dropped 2, dropped 3, 4, 5. Over in turn number 1. Down that 2nd straightaway, we're rolling. Paxman on the top side. Got the impact colors running the show. Paxman going to take it in and out of turn number 2. All right, on that 2 spot. Got to be Knox. I don't have a Knox, but how about my Power FX Speed Code colors? There he is, Fort Knox Reeves. There we go, Reeves and Paxman coming back at me 1 and 2. Automoto 64. 65 is the moto number on the track. 11-year-old cruiser, Snyder, Owens, Hill, Irwin, Dacus, Goto, and Gonzalez. Kenji going to take him to, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clean up over in turn number 1. Kenji on the getaway down that 2nd straightaway. Super K running the show in and out of turn number 2. Got Caden Dacus on that 2 spot. Dacus smooth through turn 2 down that rhythm section. Still got to be Goto on the top side. Kenji coming back at me on the 1. Going to be Goto. And the District 3 ride of Dacus going 1 and 2 and moving on out of moto. 65. 66 is the moto number. How about Horn, Jacobson, Collingwood, Young, Pommels, Harp, Duncan. Who's got the gas? Who's got the go fast? Got to be the young gun. Oh, Cody Young going down over in turn number 1. Lost the Albies ride as well. Young, Harp, picking up the pieces in turn number 1. Box Colors now running the show. I drop pommels off over in turn number 2. I got the Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be Collingwood running the show. He's got Jumpin' Jacks on that 2 spot. Collingwood, Horn, navigating the treachery as they come back in my direction. Gold Cup 1, World 8. A Horn comes by the line. Collingwood holds on to that 2 spot. They're both moving on. Out of moto 66. 67 is the moto number. Up on top of the hill, coming down the drag strip. 12-year-old cruisers on a Friday afternoon. Yance, Warner, Thompson, Stavropoulos, Andrade, Quick, and Forster. Oh, in and out of turn number 1, getting it done on the 1, dropping 1 off right there. Got to be Benny Forster. Benny Forster on the top side, in and out of turn number 2. Doing it out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Forster on the top side right. He's got a little machine Andrade on that 2 spot. Forster coming back in my direction. 385 ride. Got the World 1 in tow. Forster and Andrade go 1 and 2. I got room for one more. The 11 ride of the Reaper. Stavropoulos moving on. Automoto 67. I got another rider down over in turn number 3 as they pick up the pieces down that front straightaway. We're drag racing 13-year-old cruisers. 68 is the moto number. Fuller, Abbott, Seabrook, Schumann, Johnson, Markham. Got to be the Penguin running out on point, in and out of turn. Oh! Lost Markham. Oh! Lost the M&M ride. 8 bike. Got to be Johnson. Johnson running out on point. Got Seabrook in that 2 spot. JJ got to lead him in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. Local Cat says he knows this track. Seabrook got his pockets full. Johnson and Seabrook are moving on. Automoto 68. The Penguins up. Give Markham a hand. Westfall. Seacher. Mooring, Weigel, and Quimby. Let's go downtown, in and out of turn number 1. Look like Dylan Seacher getting it done on the 1. Yeah. Aussie on the top side right, in and out of turn number 2. We're rolling. I got to be Westfall. I got Peanut sitting on that 2 spot. Westfall got coming. Quimby got the White Fox on the prowl, but right now it's Peanut sitting on that 2 spot as they turn for home. Seeker says, don't mind if I do. He's going to pick it up in round number 1. Westfall will hold on to that 2 spot and move on. The moto 69, 70 is the moto number. How about Toth, Gidry, Clark, Dirks, Tilly, Badonic. Turn 2 race in action. In and out of the turn, they're rolling. On 2 wheels, Colors on the top side. Dropped a couple off in the turn right there. Got to be Jackson Dirks. Dirks going to run the show on the turn for home, and the zone Colors on that 2 spot. Got to be Badonic. Dirks and Badonic will go 1 and 2 and move on. Out of moto 70. 71 is the moto number. Yeager, 6, Owens, Kahanen, and Tonkovich. Oh, dropped off the 4 ride, the L ride, 1 and 2. Oh, man, Gold Cup Colors now. Got to be Kahanen getting it done on the 1. Skyhawker, JBR ride, in and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Kahanen going to get it done with the 8 ride of the Jet 6. Automoto 71. Picking up our smattering of riders from Moto 70 and 71. Nice hand from the crowd. 72 is the moto number. Coming down the mountain with Cole, Knowles, Dufresne, Nickham, and Cisney. Oh, got to be the Tornado on the top side ride. Cole hot foots it in and out of turn number 1. He's got the traction to keep the action down that second straightaway. He's rolling. Got to be CD3 sitting on that 2 spot. In and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway through the section there rolling. Dropped one off right there, but it's still Cole and Dufresne on the turn for home. Coming back at me. The Tornado and CD3 going to go 1 and 2 and move on. Automoto 72. 73 is the moto number. Bowman, Klingenhofer, Yankee, Moscato, and Van Eiderstein. Oh, here we go. Got to be Klingenhofer, the Iceman, running out on point. He's got Van Eiderstein on that 2 spot. Man, that Connor kid's a lot faster when I say his name right. In and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Klingenhofer and Van Eiderstein. See, he even goes by with a little style when he gets his name pronounced correctly. Thank you, Mr. Quick. I don't read so well some days. Walter, Watson, Stafford, Renner, Hester. In and out of turn number 2. Gold Cup 1 on the one. Got to be Blaze. He's the house of fire right now. No, make it the T-Ride. The I-Man, Walter. Walter getting it done on the one. In and out of turn number 3. Down that last straightaway. 2 riders moving on to a 15 cruiser semi-main event. 74 is the moto number. Walter and the 29 rider, Brody Stafford. How about Whitaker, Connor, Frost, Bess, and Arender? Second straightaway race in action. B-Ride on the top side. Got to be Chris Frost. Frost doing it for the Gold Coast Daylight Crew. Got in the zone colors. A-Ride on that 2 spot. Scrappy Whitaker. Whitaker got Connor in that 3 spot. Elliott looking for a little daylight in a transfer spot as they turn for home. Everybody's up right down that last straightaway. We're rolling. B-Bike, A-Bike. We'll play a little alphabet soup and move on out of moto 75. 76 is the moto number on the top side ride. Got to be Schreiner. Schreiner running the show. Got Monk, Austin, Toth, Crop, and Skinner all in the mix. Down that third straightaway, Reggie's colors. Going to slide into that 2 spot. The hot shot, Skinner. Coming back in my direction. It's still Levi Schreiner running the show. Schreiner goes wire to wire for the ace. The 8 ride comes back on the 2 spot. Schreiner and Skinner. Transfer is brought to you by the letter S. World 1 on the one. Got to be the Monkey. Oh, man, coming on by, though. Got to be the Rhino. Oh, I got Dallas Gardner in the mix there as well. Man, oh, man, I've been calling these kids races since they were like 7. Coming back at me right there, it's still Bramer. Gardner going to slide by into that 2 spot. The Monkey on the 3 coming back at me. The Rhino and Big D moving on out of moto 77. 78 is the moto number on the track. More 17-20 cruisers. McCauley, Parrish, McConnell, Erdman, De Leon, and Zimmerman. Oh, single file style down that third straightaway. Cade McConnell running the show on the turn for home. Doing it out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Coming back at me. Nag 4 ride. Going to get it done on the 152 ride. Erdman overcomes a bonk and holds on to a coast back to the line. He did everything he could not to move on, but he did anyway. 79 is the moto number on the track. 21 30-year-old cruisers. Oh, got to be the American Nightmare coming around on the top side. He got fast enough. We abbreviated it to just the Nightmare. McCauley running the show in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me, looking for 3 riders this time around. McCauley, Nag 4, and the D-Ride. That's Halser, McCauley, and Nip. 1, 2, and 3. On moto 79. 80 is the moto number on the track right now. It's 36 40-year-old cruisers. Johnson, Phillips, Mason Hall, Hurst, Hall, Biggs, Conley, and Bailey. Coming back in my direction, Hojo. Got the Alto colors out on point. I'm looking for 3. Hojo, Nag 9 of Joshua Phillips, and the 49 ride of Dave Hall all going to the show. And the moto 80-81 is the moto number. How about Funk, Yonch, Gio, and Monosmith? Second straight race in action. Oh, he's got the funk. Got to have that funk in and out of turn number 2 with the double funk on the top side. Got the 23 ride of Monosmith. Monosmith says, man, oh, man, funk with a bonk. I don't mind if I do. The dancing machine going to come around the funk and take it all over. Monosmith, smooth operating and moving on. Automoto 81, 82 is the moto number. Flores, McGregor, Monk, Wagner, McKee, Good. TNT colors on the top side. Got to be Richie. Be good. Be good. Got Eddie Blocks Monk on that 2 spot. Monk. Oh, man, if that cat doesn't have a good start, well, then you might wonder what he's selling on the side, huh? Coming back at me right now, the start block. 19 ride. Eddie was listening to his pay-per-view commercial right there. McGregor. Nips, Monk at the line, McGregor and Good. How about Peterson, Siegel, Boydson, Rogers, Massey? Oh, look at there. I got Cool Hand Luke. It always feels good to say Siegel. Got the Black Crown Army out on point on a Friday afternoon in Music City, BMX. I've said that more than a couple of times. Siegel laying down the style and moving on. 23 ride says, don't mind if I do as well. Big hair, Massey. Wow. Motley, Tamolo, Lopez, McCauley, Lamaglia running out on point. Oh, look at that. The all black right out of the fly catalog. I believe that's page 39 of the fly catalog that Motley is showing off today. Mr. Lopez on that 3 spot coming back at me. Lamaglia and Motley. Couple of Florida boys moving on. Automoto 84, 85. How about Lambert, Thomas, Bramer, Gingrich? Second straightaway race in action. Got to be Jammin' Jimmy getting it done on the 1. Tate Thomas sitting on that 2 spot. Got to be Gingrich on the 3. I got room for 2 this time around. Thomas trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Yeah, Bramer, a little late season pickup down there in that Sunshine State Series. Oh, yeah, he's part of the Florida crew. Left the Pennsylvania behind. Jammin' Jimmy and Tate Thomas both moving on. Pair of 1s, Automoto 85. Speaking of Florida boys, got to be the original profile style. Hashtag be like Pringle running the show down that 3rd straightaway. Got Shrinatka, Hall, Viacini, and Edwards as they turn for home. Coming back at me. It's a Johnny Pringle show. He's going to get it done on the 1. The E-Ride, Chris Edwards, going to pick up that 2 spot and move on. Automoto 86.
Pringle off the VIP deck hanging out.
Johnson, Branham, Cheatham, McLean, Moore. Cool Breeze running the show right there. In and out of turn number 2. 4-bike going to take a peek. Got to be the blocker, Randy Moore. John Johnson's down that 3rd straightaway there rolling. Oh, man, the blocker. Got a block put on him by the Cool Breeze. Randy says, noted, buddy, noted. Johnson, Moore, both moving on. That's going to be a good show later today. 88 is the main moto on the track right now. 61, 65 cruisers. Carlos Carbo, Merritt, Bercier, True, Von Tesmar, and Bowe. 3rd straightaway race in action, starting to sort things out. Single file style on the turn for home. Coming back at me. Top side ride, getting it done on the 1. Got to be the 3-bike. Von Tesmar going to get the ace. The G-Ride of True picks up the 2. Those are your transfers. Automoto 88. 89 is the moto number on the track. Last rack of big wheels on a Friday afternoon in round number 1. Ybarra, Sebesta, Davis, Stocker, and Watcher. Got to be Dempsey Stocker out of Fort Myers, Florida. Oh, man, he got Yogi in the hip pocket for the heavy pedals. Yogi looking for a little clean air as they race it down that last straightaway. Stocker and Ybarra are moving on. Automoto 89. 90 is your moto number on the track. Little Tykes, Little Bikes. 5 and under novice on a Friday afternoon. 13 riders in the mix today. Larabelle, Quillen, Tomeno, Jones, Oliveras, Brunetti, and Tar. 2nd straightaway race in action. Got to be Carter Quillen. Quillen running out on point. Oh, yeah, he's got company coming in a hurry in and out of the Pro Max turn. Got to be Brunetti on that 2 spot. Oh, man, good to say Brunetti here in Nashville as they head down that 3rd straightaway. Still Quillen getting it done on the 1. Luke in that 2 spot as they turn for home. Coming down that last straightaway with the 82 ride. Carter Quillen going to get it done on the 1. Luke Brunetti going to pick up that 2 spot and move on. Automoto 90. 91 is the moto number. How about Scalzo, Justina, Lowry, Girton, Romero, and Shar. In and out of turn number 2. Up and under remove right there. 207 ride. Lowry going to take it over. 239 ride. Justina on that 2 spot. Justina back to the top spot. Lowry back to the 2 as they roll it through the rhythm section. Lowry trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Man in black on the attack out of the 3 as they come down that last straightaway. Justina gonna punch a ticket. Lowry gonna hold on and move on. Automoto 91. 92 is the moto number on the track now. How about 6-year-old Novice with Lindsay, Bishop, Shaughnessy, Salzgiver, and Santana. Oh, yeah. In and out of turn number 2. Top side ride right there. The 176. Got to be Max Lindsay. Lindsay got Bishop on the 2. Lindsay, Bishop, Shaughnessy. 1, 2, 3 as they go single file down that 3rd straightaway. 6 novice on a Friday afternoon. Tiny Tykes and their little bikes coming back at me, looking for two riders going straight to the big show. 176 ride. Supermax going to get it done on the one. Brecking going to pick up the two. And a moto 92. 93 is the moto number on the track now. Kasnovich, Scott, Girton, Forster, Mason Hall, Allen, and Lowry. Down that third straightaway, single file style. Got to be Mason Hall sitting on that two spot. Lead ride. Absolutely. On the turn for home. Coming back in my direction right there. 383 ride. Jordan Forster going to get it done on the one. Mason Hall going to pick up that two spot. 157 ride. Kasnovich going to come back on the three out of moto 93. 94 is the moto number down that third straightaway. 8-year-old Novice on a Friday afternoon. Witcher, Maddox, Elder, Truman, Zabati, Lancaster, March, and Weeks on the turn for home. Coming back in my direction. 22 ride. Zabati, the 109 ride, going to pick up that two spot, and the 56 ride of Witcher coming back on the three. How about Arender, Lee, Scott, Davis, DuPont, and Herrera? 9-year-old Novice, 12 riders in the mix today. First six in and out of the Pro Max turn. They're rolling down that third straightaway. Arender running out on point. Got DuPont on that two spot. Oh, yeah. In and out of turn number three. We're rolling back to the stripe on a Friday afternoon. Looking for two riders going to a 9 Navi. Main event, Little Arender got the 20 ride on the 1-2-62 ride of DuPont. Picks up that two spot. Spears, Anderson, Holcomb, Merritt, Paratoni, and Bales. 162, 148. Got to be Merritt getting it done on the one. Got Anderson on that two spot. Merritt out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina, in and out of turn number three. Anderson going to turn up the heat down that last straightaway. Two riders going to the 9 Navi main event. 148 ride. Anderson comes by the line. Merritt holds on to the two and moves on. Out of moto 96. 97 is the moto number 11-year-old Novice with Kinsey, Ferry, Showmaker, Doyle, Lopez, and Thames. One rider breakaway down that third straightaway as they turn for home. And 11-year-old Navi, two riders going straight on to a Friday night main event. Tilo Lopez running the show back to the stripe. Good battle on that two spot. 75 ride, looking for a little daylight, but the Gold Cup colors of Viper. Thames going to hold on and move on. The moto 97. 98 is the moto number on the track right now. Aiden Doyle going to take him in and out of turn number two. Got Centers, Paratoni, Williams, Dial, Meadows, Patillo, and Biggs all in the mix. On the turn for home, coming back in my direction, still the 221 ride. On the top side, got to be Doyle, 258, and the 23 of Centers and Miss Katie on that three spot. The moto 98. 99 is the moto number on the track. How about Spruce, Dillenbeck, Renzi, Moss, March, and Deal. 320 ride. Running out on point. Got to be Renzi. Everybody wants some of his lunch money. Jacob trying to hold on to the move on as he's in and out of turn number three down that last straightaway. Got a little getaway right there. Jacob going to keep the shiny side upright. He's going to lock it down. 33 ride will pick up that two spot. That's Dominic March. The moto 99. 100 is the moto number on the track on a Friday night at Music City. BMX 100 is your moto number 26. 35-year-old Novice. Scherer, Larabelle, Larabelle, and Bales back in my direction. 239 ride. Got to be Sharer and the 517 of Mr. Bayless. Go 1 and 2 out of moto 100. 101 is the moto number 36, 40-year-old Super Novice. 8 riders. Everybody got their permission slip signed by their significant other. Getting it done on the one right now. 320 ride. Got to be Slicker on the top side. Got Wilson, Marston, Rovang, Lander, Herrera, Mason Hall, and Esterling. Oh, Slicker slips. Lost a couple down that third straightaway. On the turn for home. Man, oh man, who's got the prize? on the top side. 67, 76, and the 74. 67 a Herrera, 76 a Landner, 74 a Easterling. All getting the transfers. Everybody else picking up the pieces and riding it out. Give Jason a hand, not the way he had it written up in the program. Carner, Egan, Boydson, 41, 45 Novice on a Friday afternoon. A little total point racing in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me, Uncle Peach trying to hold on to that top side. Carner looking for a way. Egan, Carner, Boydston, 1, 2, 3. Out of 102. 103 is the moto number 51, 55-year-old Novice. How about Washington, Kersey, Jennings? Down that third straightaway, they're rolling. Believe I got Bart Washington running out on point. Got Kersey on that 2 spot. Going to be Jennings on the 3 as they turn for home. Numbskull Racewear on the top side. Jennings, the 95 ride of Kersey, and the grand dude Jennings. 1, 2, and 3. Staffenhagen, Bow, Watcher, and Viegas, 56 and over. Super Novice down the third straightaway. Mikey Vegas getting it done on the 1. He's got stars in his eyes as he can see the prize on the turn for home. Coming back down that last straightaway, Viegas. 219 right of Bow, going to take a peek. We're huffing and puffing back to the line. Viegas wins the showdown in round number 1. Little tykes, little bikes, here we go. 5 and under intermediates. 12 riders in the mix today. 105 is your moto number. Barnes, Bryan, Lomascolo, Caxvara, Moriata, and Edwards. In and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Gavin Edwards running out on point on a Friday afternoon. Good battle on that 2 spot. B-Ride, 46 ride, going to be the 46 bike of the Ripper. Bryan picking up that 2 spot. Moving on out of 105. Heavy hitters aplenty down that last straightaway over here. Nashville always brings them out. Don't worry, Rob. I was talking about JT. Hey, whatever it takes, right? All right. Shira, Simon, Hunt, Evington, Edmonds, and Bradley in and out of turn number 2. 38 right on the top side. Got to be Grayson Bradley. Bradley doing it out of Fairburn, Ohio. Daylight colors. Got to be Shira on that 2 spot. Grayson looking for a little clean air. Grayson got the 78 right of Ethington trying to roll up on him. 38 and the 36 will go 1 and 2. Bradley and Sherrall will be moving on. Out of 106. 107 is the moto number 6-year-old intermediates on the track. 13 riders in the mix today. Murphy, Sunday, Jennings, Monosmith, Week, Shanahan, and Whitehead. 1-3-4 ride. What a surprise. Got to be the Warrior running out on point. He got an ace in mixed open. He got an ace on his cruiser. He says, I think I'm going to come out and win my class as well. So Murphy got a pretty good break coming for himself. 8 ride. Faction Jackson Jennings going to pick up that 2 spot. They're both going to move on at a 107. Got a down rider up. Black Widow colors making their way down the second straightaway. Got to be Hayden Shanahan. Give Hayden a hand. Siebers. Sheet Ice. Miller. Bailey. Nick and Ryan. 6-year-old intermediates down that front straightaway. We're rolling. Who's got the gas? Who's got the go fast on a Friday afternoon at Music City BMX? We're going to go downtown in and out of turn number 1. The Send It turn. Second straightaway race in action. Got it going on right now. Look like it's Easy Bailey running out on point. 38 ride. Doing it out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Bailey going to turn and burn out of number 2. 44 ride of Chad Ryan sitting on that 2 spot. 102 ride. Got to be Siebers on the 3 as they head down that third straightaway. Single file style on your turn for home. Coming back in my direction. Bailey going to get it done on the 144 ride of Ryan will pick up that 2 spot. Out of 108. 109 is the moto number. Oh, yeah, Gira, Swanson, Meadows, Dotson, Wyatt, Zito. Oh, got to be Jackson Meadows doing it for Black Crown, Georgia. Running the show right now. Meadows got everybody after his lunch money. He's got Swanson in the hip pocket as they turn and burn out of number 3. But right now, that cat's not to be denied. He's got the gas and the go fast. Got to be Jackson Meadows. Moving on out of 109 with the 34 ride of Bino Swanson. 110 is the moto number on the track. Grote, Denson, Gunter, Campbell, Stopka, and Renya. In and out of turn number 2, 8 ride. Got to be the Squeaking Mohican. Getting it done on the one right now. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. Here we go. On the turn for home. Coming back in my direction. Still the Squeaking Mohican. Renya running out on point. 8 bike going to get it done with the 48 ride of the Rocket Man Denson. Moto 110. 111 is the moto number. This time around, it's 8-year-old intermediates down that second straightaway with Stevens, Pryor, Pascal, Schulte, Tarr, Simon, Barnes. Turn 2 racing action. 48 ride running out on point right there. Got to be Pascal. Look like he's got Tarr in the hip pocket as they make their way down the third straightaway in and out of turn number 3. Turning and burning, coming back in my direction. New rider looking for a little clean air. Got to be Barnes on that 3 spot. Going to be the 48 and the 30 bike. Pascal and Tarr moving on out of moto 111. 112, how about Schumann, Dixon, Monkman, Watson, Basige, Clements, and Barley. Third straightaway race in action. 11 bike running the show right there. Got to be the Jet Clements. Clements in and out of turn number 3. Good battle on that 2 spot. Let's play a little bump and run and drag race it back to the line. Pair of deuces. 11 bike going to get it done on the one. Gold Cup 2 ride comes by at the line for that 2 spot. Basige, Nips, Dixon, Clements, and Basige. Out of moto 112. 113 is the moto number on the track now. 9-year-old intermediates with Grote, Rick, Zito, Campbell, Cross, and Allen. Down that third straightaway, got to be Marzito, Local Cat on the top side. Zito going to slide back to that 2 spot. New rider coming around on the top side. Oh, Zito got dropped off on the exit of the turn. Back to the stripe, going to be Ricks, and the Outlaw with a nice last straightaway. Rowan Cross out of Dallas, Georgia, going to be moving on with Mr. Ricks. 113. 114 is the moto number. Dillman, Short, Jones, Weigel, O'Connell. Single file style in and out of turn number 3. Man in black on the attack as they turn for home. Got to be Doc Short getting it done on the one. Rock one to Jet O'Connell on that 2 spot. So O'Connell and Short. 44 ride running the show. Got to be Lucas Hop. Hop on the top side. Oh, yeah. Got Stanton, Harris, Nick, and Carrier. Down that third straightaway. Sorry, I said Hop. Got to be Hoop. Hoop running the show. Coming back at me. 44 ride of Lucas Hoop. Doing it out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Local Cat going to get it done in round number 1. 102 ride. Benjamin Harris picking up that 2 spot. Out of Yukon, Oklahoma. 116 is the moto number. 10-year-old intermediates. Naubert, Stranatka, Forrester, Taylor, Emerson, Swearigan. You know, the captain moves to Oklahoma. All of a sudden, Oklahoma kids getting faster. Correlation? I think so. Naubert, 71 ride. 14 bike comes back on that 2 spot. Naubert and Emerson, the Dorito, doing it for the True Crew out of 116. Utterback, Bonsall, Phelps, Dolch, Connolly. In and out of turn number 3. Down that last straightaway, we're rolling. Bluegrass colors. The D ride of Utterback on the top side. He's easy breezy and moving on with the 76 ride of Bonsall. You know, seeing Matt without a hat on is kind of like seeing Eric without his glasses. I'm just saying, it's just kind of odd. I mean, how can he be big hat Matt? Oh! Little banging bars. Oh! Over the top side of the turn. Oh, man. Dropping one off right there, cuz Riglardi going to get it done with the 40 ride of Staffenhagen. Give the 65 bike there, Mr. Cheney, a hand. Interesting interpretation of black numbers on a white background there. That looked like white numbers on a black background. So you might want to swap that around, Mr. Cheney. Just saying. Coming back at me right there, 14 right on the top side. Renier. Ask my Florida riders. They'll tell you. Gold Cup 3 ride. Renier and Langer. Yeah, that announcer dude, he's relentless about getting your number plate colors correct. In and out of turn number 2, top side ride, 49 bike, got to be running the show. That's Morello, got in the win. Ronkel, Lacoste, Reyes, Shock, and Perm. Dropped one off down that third straightaway. G-Bike taking it over now, got to be Nguyen. Jay Smooth on the top side ride, Nguyen. And the 49 ride of Morello, the Cold Train on that 2 spot. Morello, I was thinking he might be raging. 67 is the man on the top side. Got to be Hernando, the Cheetah, running the show. Got Mullins, Thompson, Barry, White, Kuntz, and Hill all in tow. Turning and burning out of number 3, coming back at me. Top spot ride. Got to be the 67 of Hernando. 13 ride. Going to slide in there on that 2 spot. That's Barry. Out of Moto 121. 122 is the moto number coming down the mountain. It's 13-year-old intermediates on a Friday afternoon. Cox, Adams, Lee, Hunt, Pierce, and Fritzmeyer. Got to be Carter Pierce out of Dallas, Georgia. Running the show on the top side right there. Gold Cup colors. Fritzmeyer sitting on that 2 spot. Iron Aiden. Oh, yeah. Up the irons, Aiden, down that third straightaway. He's running on the 2 spot, but it's the Carter Pierce show right now. Nobody's catching that cat on a Friday afternoon. Easy breezy on his top side ride. Carter says, don't mind if I do. I'm moving on with Iron Aiden. The moto 122. 123 is the moto number. How about Farron, Morick, Tomato, Kasnovich, and Wells in and out of turn number 2. 35 ride. Got to be Axel Kasnovich. Down that third straightaway, running the show. We're single file style, looking for 2 13-year-old intermediates going straight to a Friday night main event at Music City. BMX. Kasnovich going to get it done on the 1. Maxwell's going to pick up that 2 spot. Those are your transfers on moto 123. 124 is the moto number. Higginbotham, Clark, Buck, Himmelgarn, Cook, Harris, and Toth. Good one going on down that third straightaway. 53 ride. Got to be Higginbotham running out on point. Oh, man, he's got a rider in the hip pocket looking for a little lunch money. 43 ride. Got to be Sammy Buck. Buck takes a peek, but Higginbotham says, don't mind if I do. I'll take round 1. I'll see you in the main event, Mr. Buck. At moto 124. 125. How about Cisney, Nickham, Schaffner, Behan, Neal, Turner, and Faircloth down that third straightaway. Got to be Akil Turner running out on point for the Fortitude crew out of McDonough, Georgia. Turning and burning back in my direction. Gold Cup 2 ride. Cisney on that 2 spot. Turner, Cisney going to go 1 and 2 and move on out of 1. 25. 126 is the moto number. 15-year-old intermediates. 9 riders in the mix today. Holt, Cameron, Forrester, Schwab, and Mullins. 386 ride. Liam running the show in and out of turn number 2. 26 ride. On that 2 spot, got to be Damien Cameron. Cameron looking for a little clean air. Forrester still running the show. Cameron going to take a peek as they turn for home. Let's turn up the pace down that last straightaway. 386 and the 26 are both moving on. Bradley, Hayek, Arender, Bowles. Oh, here we go. Good to see the captain. Oh, yeah, and Miss Lou down here. Lindsay, I know you're out listening on the World Wide Web. We got the rest of the longs down here coming back at me. 48 ride. Hayek going to get it done on the 1. Evans pumped. Remington, Arender going to be moving on as well. 128 is the moto number. Panchtine getting it done on the 1. Mitchell, Austin, Landry, Gavin. Going to take him down that third straightaway. Gavin, he's got Landry in the hip pocket. The artist going to come around on the top side. Landry, nice job of carving that turn. Puts it out on point as they come back to the stripe. 87 ride moving on. At a 128, 129 is the moto number. 17, 20-year-old intermediates with Bonsall, Blue, Guyton, Mendoza, Hoover, Wexler, and Davis. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. 10 ride on the top side. Oh, got to be Mendoza running the show as they turn for home. Coming back at me. 283 ride on that 2 spot. So that was Alexis Guyton and Taylor Davis. And the in ride of Mendoza coming back out of Gold Cup 1 on the one. Got to be Ethan Usry. Usry's a man on a mission today. 3-1-5 ride. Mr. Dede on that 2 spot at a 1-3-0. How about Lowry, Gunter, Hayes, Evers, and Potter? Oh, man. Evers, he's got the oven on preheat. Little sign of things to come. He's on the top side right there for Chaos Squad, Georgia. Dropped a couple off on that second straightaway. We're checking on our down rider. Evers is moving on. 18 rider, Mr. Hayes, on that 2 spot at a 1-31.
Get him out of it. Get him out of it. Still checking out that down rider now. Make sure you guys get that 50-50 going on. going on. Simon, Simcoe, Hankins, Pena, Johnson, Henry down the 2 straightaway. Who's got the top spot locked in right now as they head back to us? In and out of that second. Oh, nice little move down low. He didn't finish the deal. He showed him a wheel, though, coming down the 3 straightaway. We'll see if he get back into the game. 167 by Johnson on the top spot. Out of Powder Springs, Georgia, bringing this one back home. Last straightaway, he's going to lock it in. Your 167 coming back to the line. He'll get it done with a double deuce. Joel Pena will pick up the 2. Out of Moto, 132, 133 is your Moto on track as they head down and out of the first turn. Second straightaway, Watson, Zubati, Clark, Nguyen, Hensley, and Campbell. Ramping it up in and out of the second turn. Third straightaway, 41 in your Gold Cup 3. Running the top spots right now. Hensley, Zubati locking it into that last turn as they drive for home. Coming back around. Last straightaway, still got your 41 bike. JZ out front. Zubati coming back down the last straightaway. He'll lock it up with your Gold Cup 3. Hensley will pick up the 2. Out of Moto, 133, 134 is your Moto. 46 to 50 intermediates on tracks. Barnes, Baglieri, Quimby, Boydson, Engelman in and out of the second turn. Third straightaway, the 149 bike out front. The Italian Dragon coming down the 3 straightaway. Second chance, BMX out of New Jersey. He'll bring this one back through. Last turn coming back at us, looking for 2 riders moving on. Boydson on that 2 spot on the Gold Cup 3 bike. Back to the line, out of Moto, 134, 135 is your Moto. Into the first turn they go. 51 to 55 intermediates. Charging hard. Send it out of turn number 1 down the second straightaway. Balcom, Brown, Hatchett, Pugh, Levine, Strange on track as they come in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway, 34 bike on the top spot. Rusty Pugh coming down the 3 straightaway. Richmond local out of Virginia bringing this one back around. Got this one locked up out front. He's going to bring it back down the last straightaway. It's all your 34 bike on the top spot. Running the show back to me with the 32. Downtown, Dom Brown. He'll come back in for the 2. Out of Moto, 135, 136 your Moto. Hansen, Clark, Gingrich, Ortiz. Leg A coming back down the second straightaway. Looking for a top spot. Old school in it. Flat pedals out front. A 136 bike coming down the third straightaway. Clark, Music City local. He gets it done right now, bringing him into the last turn. Ramping it up on the way back home. Last straightaway, got it locked in. It's all Clark on the top spot. Running the show back down the line, looking for that 2 spot. Chadad coming back at me. We'll get it done on the 2. Gingrich will come back around. Automoto 136, 137 is your Moto. 56 and over intermediates down the 2 straightaway. Got to be Finello locking it in, coming back in and out of the second turn. Third straightaway. Oh, getting a little drifter going on. Almost saved it. OTB. We'll give him some love as he comes back through. Warren, the sleeper, coming back through last straightaway. Got it locked up out front. Going to bring this one back around. In and out we're going to go. 69 bike. Finello coming back to the line. He'll lock it up right there with the 194. Hall, Slick Rick will pick up the 2. Back at us out of Moto 137. Welcome to the Girls Club. Here we go with the little ladies right now as they fire things off down the second straightaway. 138 your Moto on track. Pangio, Novi, Dunlap in and out of that second turn. Down the 3 straightaway. Nag 11 bike on the top spot. Super Duper Z on the top. She's going to bring this one down that 3 straightaway. Locking it up right now. She's coming back through. Novi and Dunlap working it out as they come in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway. Little Sunshine on the 3 spot. Went down, but she's back up. Dunlap coming out of the last turn. She's going to come back through. Lock this one up on the top spot. Super Duper Z back to the line. She'll bring it back through as we fire things off with the Girls Club. We're coming back to the last straightaway. Dunlap will pick up the 2. Novi for your 3. Little Miss Attitude heading down into that first turn. Johnson, Mo, 6-year-old ladies, going to kick it off and send it out of turn number 1 down the second straightaway. Attitude running the show right now. Sprocket Rockets coming down the line. Sassy Pants Johnson, Mo Power, Mo working this one up in and out of that second turn. Mo getting things going. I don't even hear her dad today, man. He's usually going crazy on the sidelines. But we'll get things going on down that 3 straightaway. Little Attitude, Hardy on the top spot. She's running this one back at us in and out of that last turn. Little Sprocket Rocket going to kick it off and bring it back home, and she'll take the ace. Back at us, Mo Power on the 2. Little Sassy Pants Johnson for the Alto Wrecking Crew. Picks it up on your 3 spot as they come back at us out of Moto 139. 140 is your Moto now. Southwell, Knees, Greer, Boo the Beast on the top spot. That world number 4 plate. She'll drive in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway. Gigi the Giant, though. Southwell coming down the line. 7-year-old ladies on track as they keep it fired up into that last turn. It's all Boo the Beast on the top spot, running the safe lines on the way back through. Greer going to get it done as she comes back down the last straightaway. Gigi the Giant on the 2. Southwell, Nice on the 3. As they come back at us out of Moto 140. Oh, there's a little devil out front. Local rider, Music City local, keeping things going on down the second straightaway. Slattery running the charge in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway. Nag 11 picking up on the 2. Lindauer or Schneider, the little ripper on that 2 spot, down the 3rd straightaway. Daly, Edmonds, working it out. Rhett's big sister trying to kick things off out of that last turn. She's going to bring this one back around, looking for that 2 spot. Back to us. We got it up. The Little Devil on the top spot. Back to the line with your Nag 11 bike. Schneider will pick up the 2. Out of moto, 141, 142 is your moto. Gay, Bradley, Huff, McDougal working this one out, coming. Straight action coming back to us. Albie send it, box on the top spot. Gay coming back down the line. She'll get it going on. McDougal will get it on that 2 spot. The captain, you just left me speechless, dude. That was it. Ursary, Rush, Turner, Dotson, Smith, Helton, Shepard, Davis, 9-year-old ladies down into turn number 1. Impact Rider on the top spot, running the show right now. The world champ bringing it into that 2nd turn. She's locking it down right now. Got company coming. Oh, we lost the Albies rider right there as we come back through. Oh, world famous. Got to be Turner down the 3 straightaway. Looking for that 2 spot now. Got to be Smiley Kylie Shepard on that World 8 bike as she fires it off and brings it back around, but it's all the champ out front. Smith coming down the line. She'll bring this one back through. Shepard on the 2 spot with your J bike. Dotson will round out your top 3. Out of moto, 143 and 144 is your moto coming down the 2nd straightaway. Wilburn, Anthons, Kennedy, Wallace, Smith, and Scalzo working it out in and out of that 2nd turn. It's all the K-bike out front of Welburn. Freaky Fast Racing Colors coming down that 3 straightaway. She's got it locked in right now, keeping things moving into that last turn. Everybody's on the charge for home. In and out, last straightaway, looking for that 2 spot. We'll see what's going on. The Pistol, Wallace, All-Star Racing coming back through. Welburn, Wallace, 1 and 2 out of moto 144. Go! Lost the top. Oh, everybody goes down with that one. Nelson Smith, Shotwell, McDougal, Elton. Here we go, the scramble. Make some noise, make some noise. Where's everybody at? Nashville, make some noise for these little ladies right now. 10-year-old girls. Gets back in game right there. 5 bike, looking for that top spot. Shotwell, Speedy Edie coming into that 2nd turn. She's going to bring this one back around. Everybody's charging hard now down the 3 straightaway. McDougal on the 2 spot. Where you at? Australia in the house. A little Aussie going into that last turn. She'll take over the top spot as she comes back home. Got it wrapped up right now as we come back down the last straightaway. McDougal, Shotwell going to go 1 and 2. Back through. Make some noise for the little ladies as they're coming back in and out of that. Shanahan, Ramage, Kanowitz, Gadwad, Johnson down in that 1st turn. Little Black Widows creeping on the top spot, coming down the 2nd straightaway. Shanahan coming down the line. 11-year-old ladies on track as they keep things moving on into that 2nd turn. Oh, Shanahan's down on this one as we come back through. Down the 3rd straightaway, S-squared. Georgia chapter getting it done. Rampage, Ramage coming down the 3 straightaway. She'll lock it in right now as they're coming back around. Downriders back up as they come back through. Last turn. See who's locking up that 2 spot on the gas, trying to make the pass, coming back down the last straightaway. The Pink Warrior Johnson trying to move on, but the 9 bike going to get it done. Kanowitz and Ramage go 1-2 out of moto 146. Dropped a couple off down to that 1st turn. Lester, Denton, Beatty, and Dawson coming in out of that 2nd turn. 3rd straightaway, the Fast Cat. Going to be Avon Beatty coming down that 3 straightaway. Metro local out of Bakersfield coming down the line. A little attitude. Lester in the zone, picking it up on that 2 spot. Driving this one back around. Downriders getting back up. Make some noise for them as they come back through. Last straightaway, back to the line. We'll go Beatty, the Fast Cat on the top spot. Lester on the 2. got a pretty good one going on the outside on this one. Let's see what's going on. Out of the first turn, down the second straightaway. Smith, Soletics coming down the line. She's got this one on lock on that top spot. 23 bike out of Folsom, California. Bringing them in and out of that second turn, down the 3 straightaway. Got the 2 spot locked in right there. Power Effect Speed Co-Colors. Going to be Smith, Pete, Cooper, and Ryan on track as they drive it into that last turn, but it's all Smith out on the top spot. Soletics coming down the last straightaway. She'll lock this one up. Looking for it on the 2. Going to be Smith. Smith going to go 1 and 2 as they come back down the last straightaway. Cole, Paskowitz, Pierce, Novak, and Alvarez keeping things moving in and out of that second turn. Shark in open water. Getting it done right now down that 3rd straightaway. Cyclecraft, not Crash. Going to go Pierce. Pierce on that 2 spot. Got the crazy girl Cole trying to crank things up out of that last turn. See if she's got the horsepower to get it done down the last straightaway. She's on the move for the finish line. Back to the striper and to go. Got her. Cole going to come back in and gets it done at the line. Out of moto 149, 150 is the moto. Into that second turn. Drop 1, drop 2, 3. Going back at us. Oh, send it. Down that 3rd straightaway. Keeping things fired off right now. Down that 3 straightaway. Going to go Wilson, the Terminator, on the top spot. Room for 3 coming back through. Last straight action coming back down to us. Going to go Spencer. 110% back to the line with her Nag 11 bike. Tongue out Tilly for 0-9. We'll pick it up on the 3 as the ladies are getting back up out of turn number 2. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise for the ladies coming back around. Big shot downtown. The Alligator Thompson will kick things off out of the Send It. Turn down the second straightaway. She's got this one on lock. Davis on the 2. Henry, Devonshire, Myers, and Pierce trying to kick it into that second turn. 3rd straightaway. Got the World 5 back. Oh, second place out down on that 2 spot. Coming down the 3 straightaway. Looking for this one. Bringing it back around. Pierce trying to get things going in that last turn, but it's all the Alligator Thompson on the top spot. Acme Colors keeps things on full charge down that last straightaway. Looking for that 1 bike on the 2. Back to the line, we're going to go Myers. Myers will pick up that 2 spot, and that's the way it's going to go. Duffy, Willett, Searfoss, Burry, Waldner, Blankstrom. Landing out front. Searfoss on the 2 spot. Burry and Searfoss going to go 1-2. Driving this one back in and out of that second turn. Down the 3 straightaway. Kicking things off. Oh, a little drift going on down that 3 straightaway. She's got unlocked for Searfoss on the 2. Burry and Searfoss still ramping it up in and out of that last turn. Carving it back home. We'll bring this one back through. We'll give a little shout out to Mom and Dad. One's in Montana. One's in Albuquerque. Searfoss, I know he's back at work, so I'm sure he's probably tuned in, so we'll give him a little shout out. Downriders are getting back up around the track as they come back through. Let's give them some love. Give them some love. Out of moto 152, 153 is a moto. 15, 16 ladies on deck. Thompson, Meekum, Bolin, Jonjovic, White. Got some horsepower going on. The Sniper Thompson into that first turn. She'll keep it on the gas, and with this one, Jonjovic on that 2 spot down the second straightaway, trying to make a pass on the outside. We'll see what happens as they head in that second turn. Still lost the front. Top 2 going down right there. FXR coming down the 3 straightaway now. White takes over on this one as she keeps it rolling on down the 3rd straightaway into that last turn. Looking forward. Shiner, Bolin coming back around. She's trying to hold on to that 2 spot, but she's got company coming down the last straightaway on the 3 bike. Meekum trying to make it happen back to the line, but the A-bike, Bolin, will come back through as we check out our downriders in that second turn and make sure they're all good. They're getting back up. Let's give them some love. Give them some love. There's the hugs. There's the high fives, Mucho. If you're tuned in, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Scalzo, Leach, Sutherland, Jones, Meekum. Oh, Jones. Oh, lost a 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get everybody back up right now. Answer's back up right there. The boss, Sutherland. Going to get back on it. There's 0-9. Making bacon. Meekum going to get the fire off. But here, Jones is back up. She's going to try to get clipped back in as they come down the second straightaway. Where are you at, Nashville? Let's make some noise for these ladies. Here we go. In and out of the second turn. Third straightaway. C-Bike on the front lines. Meekum running the show right now down that third straightaway. The boss, Sutherland. Sutherland on that 2 spot. In and out of that last turn they go. Oh, little block move right there as they come back through. C-Bike gets it done. Meekum on the front lines coming back down to us. The boss, Sutherland, locks in for the 2 as we come back through Moto 154. Custer, Lawson, Herrera, Franco out of the first turn, down the second straightaway. Got Herrera on the top spot. Full tilt colors, bring this one back in and out of that second turn. Harrow colors riding the smart, in and out of the second turn. Oh, lost 2 right there as they come down the 3 straightaway. Keeping things going on in that last turn. Custer trying to hold on to that 2, puts a little Harrow drift on it, bringing it back around. Power Effect Speed Co on the move of Franco, driving down the last straightaway. Going to go Custer. Custer, Herrera get it done. 1-2 out of Moto 155. Last rack of the 15-16 ladies coming to us for a semi-main event. Cyrus, Suey, Hardy, Luptok, Reichel in and out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Send it down the second straight. LSG looking for that top spot of Cyrus. Cyrus in and out of that second turn. Coming down the third straightaway. Got that Gold Cup 2 plate. Luptok, 110%. Going in hard into that last turn. She'll bring this one back around in and out of that last straightaway. Got it wrapped up out front. It's all Cyrus on the top spot as they come back through. Cyrus back down 2 with the Gold Cup 2. Luptok will make it happen. Oh, the Alto Wrecker Crew in the house right now as they come in and out of that second turn. Got to be Martin on point. Coming down the third straightaway. She's got this one locked in. Campbell, Pino, Stotler, Hill, Heath, and Miller working it out of that last straightaway, coming back through, but it's all Martin on the top spot running the show for the Alto Wrecker Crew coming back at me. Going to ramp it up back to the line. Going to be a 7 bike on the 2, the Blonde Bomb Hill from Marion University. Our downriders are back up in that first turn. We'll give them some love on the way back through. Exists, got to be Douglas out front. She's running 110% in and out of that second turn down the 3 straightaway. Looking for a Gold Cup 2. Potters, Cuss, Patilla, Powell, and Flynn down the 3 straightaway. Patilla's on the move right now into the last turn. She knows the fast lines around Music City. As we come back out, it's going to go Douglas on the top spot. Patillo on the 2 coming back to the line. She made the shirt this weekend. Make sure you find her and get that autograph from Lola. Out of Moto 158, 159, from Moto 121 to 30 ladies on track. March, Dudgeon, Evers, Coleman, Picaretta, Walbert, Curtin, Brink, in and out of the second turn, down the 3 straightaway. Doc Coleman on the top spot. Black Widow, BMX coming down the 3 straightaway. Got room for 3 of these ladies moving on. Bringing it back through last straight. We're going to go. It's all Coleman out front. She'll run this show back down the last straightaway, get it done on that 2 spot. Nag 9 of Brink. Brink will pick it up back to the line with the in bike. .31 bike out front running. Too sweet. Got to be Jones coming down the 3rd straightaway. She'll lock it up. Steffens, Warner, Irwin. 31 to 40. Ladies coming back through. 160's a moto taking 1. Too sweet going to get it done out front as she comes back around and get it done right there all the way back to the line. We'll give a little shout out Doug Moore and the rest of the family back there in Oklahoma because I know they're tuned in on this fine Friday afternoon. It's a little moist out, though, Nick. I'm not going to lie. It is a little moist today. 41 of 50 ladies out front. Kugler base. Badonic, Brady, Lathan coming down that 3 straightaway. Sparky's on the move right now to that last turn. Bring this one back around. In and out we're going to go. In the zone out front. It's all Badonic on the top spot. She's running the show. Here comes Kugler down the last straightaway, trying to get it done. Knack 5, but Brady holding on to it. Uh-oh, back to the line, to the wire. It'll go Sparky. Kugler will get the 2. Badonic on the top spot. Out of moto 161, 162 is your moto now. Campos, Morera. Lobler, Nees, and Hale out of the first turn, down the second straightaway, taking 2 straight to that main event as they come in and out of the second turn. 162 is your moto. Renata on the top spot, running the show for the all-toe wrecking crew, keeping things going on. Hale on that 2 spot as they run it down that third straightaway. Last straight, keeping things moving on, bringing it back around. Renata Campos, Morera coming back down the line. Hale getting it done. Fly Racing Colors out of Idaho. Back to the stripe. Should pick it up for you, too. Out of moto 162. So we move on to the 6-year-old experts. 163 is the moto now. Crawford, Andrade, Reeves, Elton, El Tiburon. Got to be Fowler down into that first turn. The little shark out in open water. Baby shark out in open water right now. He'll take it down the 2 straightaway. Keeping things going on. Danger Deacon, Reeves. Reeves, Power Effects, Speedco Colors, charging hard in and out of that second turn, but on the move for home. Down the 3 straightaway, Cam I Am Crawford. Crawford on the charge. We'll see what's going on with this one. Into that last turn, we're going to go. It's all El Tiburon now front running the show. He comes back through Fowler on the front lines. He's got it wrapped up right there as he's coming back down the last straightaway. Fowler, Reeves going to go 1-2 back to the stripe. Out of moto 163, 164 is your moto downtown. Salva, Amon, Hordsman, Ross. Keeping things going on that top spot. Oh, my little man Jethro, Salva out front. Harl Promax, factory rider. Keeping things going on with this one as he comes down the second straight. Putting it on lock right now. Putting all his captain training together as he fires it off out of the second turn. Third straightaway, Rock 1. Bryce the Boss, Ross. He's got company coming, though. Ailman, the Mohawk at 110%. He goes into the last turn. He'll drive it back for home. He'll ramp things up, but it's all Salva taking this one a little wire to wire. Run down the last straightaway. He'll get it done with Ailman on the 2. That's the way it'll come back at us. Out of moto 164. 7-year-old experts on track now. Ursery, Ortiz, Shingleton, Furcatch, Wegley, Lavoie, Clark out of the second turn. Third straightaway, Dag 11 out front. Jumping Jacks, Furcatch. He's got no excuses going down the 3 straightaway, bringing him into that last turn. Everybody trying hard to get onto that 2 spot, taking 2 on the way back home. Last straight, we're going to go Gold Cup 2, looking for that 2 spot. The Flash, Ursery coming back to the stripe. He'll get it done. Furcatch, Ursery, 1-2 out of moto 165. Shepard, Picantino, Reynolds, Francis, King, Marzian, Guan. Dropped the whole pile off down in turn number 1 right now, but in the zone, getting things going on. Got to be Hollywood. Reynolds coming back through. Yeah, Reynolds throws a nice little manual down that third straightaway off the tabletop. Coming back at me in and out of that second turn. Going to be the 19 bike. Looking for a 2 spot right now. Picantino coming back down the third straightaway. He's trying to get this one on lock, but it's all Reynolds out front. Hollywood to bring this one back to the stripe. He'll wrap it up right there as he comes back through, looking for the 2 spot. Coming back down to me, going to reel this one back in and out of that last straightaway. Going to be that 19/E-bike coming back to me, and then get it done right there. Another one headed downtown, 8-year-old experts, 167's a moto. Pieper, Olsen, Moorhead, Andrade, Vanderheiden, Workman out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Who's got the charge into that second turn coming back to us? Who's going to lock this one in on the way back around? In and out, we're going to go Vanderheiden. Crown Apparel Colors, he's got it locked down. Down the 3 straightaway, kicking things off, coming down the line. Pieper trying to hold on to that 2 spot. National Age Group number 6 bike. Rolling in and out of that last turn. They'll charge for home down that last straightaway. Got it wrapped up at Vanderheiden on the top spot as he comes back down the line. He'll get it wrapped up with your NAG 6 bike, a Pieper. Vanderheiden 1 and 2. Out of moto 167, 168, Kinsler, Moulton, Hamilton, Calhoun, Novi, and Cassidy. In and out of that second turn. Third straightaway, got the 25 bike out front. Nyko, Nitro, Moulton. Moulton coming back through. Factory Full Tilt Colors on the way back through. Last straight we're going to go. Coming back to us. Factory Syndic, LSG, the Ace. The Bean, Novi. Oh, get a little loose. But he comes back through last straightaway and get it done out of moto 168. Moving on to a semi-main event. Impact coming down the second straightaway. Got Tracek, Sullivan, Shugnissi, Reyes, Dustin, and Johnson in on that second turn. Third straightaway, 3 bike. Rippin' River, Tracek on the top spot. Drop going off into that second turn. Third straight action going on. People getting up out of the first turn, down the second straight. Last turn coming back through. Looking for those top spots right now. Tracek coming back to me. He gets it locked up, coming back down the line. Looking for Flash. Reyes going to pick it up on the 2 on the NAG 9 bike out of moto 169. Williams, Lafreniere, Burkhardt, Salzgiver, Blake, Wegley down in the first turn, down the second straightaway. J&R Colors out front. Jackpot, got to be Williams coming down the 2 straightaway. Keeping things moving on. Jaxie Boy, Lafreniere. Oh, lost the lead rider right there. Popped the clutch a little too hard out of that second turn, down the 3rd straightaway. Keeping things moving on right now. Everybody's on the charge, looking for this one. Where are the Aussies at right now? Memphis Blake. Blake picking it up on that 2 spot as he drives for home down the last straightaway. Ramping things up. It's all Jaxie Boy out front. Back to the line. We're going to go with your 605. Blake will pick it up on the 2 out of Queensland, Australia. Coming back at us out of moto 170. 171's your moto now. Williams, Camel, Bailey, Lander, Murray, Improda, Peterson. Coming out of the second turn, 3rd straightaway. Winky, Lander on the top spot. Answer Army Colors down the 3 straight. He'll bring this one back home. 2-step depth. Williams, little pump action going on that 2 on the J bike. Trying to rein back around. Murray going to pick this one up on the 2 as they come back down the line. That's the way to go right there. Out of moto 171. Mortelli got a pretty good shot down into turn number. Whoa, little drifter right there as they come back through with Reeves, Fort Knox trying to lock it in down the 2nd straightaway. Gio, Daly, Stever, and Rennie coming in and out of that second turn. Oh, dive bomber down low. Went a little too hard right there on the 616 bike. Daly. We lost him, but he's back up. We'll give him some love on the way back through, but it's all the Power Effect Speedco boys on the top spots. They're running the show right now as they come back around. Moratelli and Reeves, Fort Knox will come back through and lock it up. Out of moto 172. Downriders back up over here. Let's give him some love. A Daly, the rock star. Another Aussie out of Queensland coming back through. Give him some love. Out of moto 172. 173 is moto now. Perito, Felkowski, Dacus, Gasway, White. Taking it down into turn number 1 on the front lines. Case Slade going to go Gasway coming down the 2nd straightaway. Got it on charge right now. 110% coming in and out of that 2nd turn. Trying to put it on lock, but there's a Black Widow creeping up on the 3 spot. Felkowski trying to run this one down to that last turn. Let's see what he's got coming back around, but it's all Power Effect Speedco Colors. Back to the line. Gasway coming back to the stripe. He'll take it upstairs all the way back through. Looking for that 2. NAG 19. Perito will get it on the 2 spot. Out of moto 173. Moving on to a quarter main event with 31 riders in this group for 10-year-old experts today as they come back through. Hardy, Reddy, Fari, Henry, Rodas. Cranking it up in and out of the second turn. Skinny Digit out front. Got to be the one bike getting it done. Rhoda's coming down that third straightaway. Missouri boy keeping things moving on. Yeah, Jim Riley country out there as they come back through. Sprocket Rockets, the Diesel. Hardy charging hard down the last straightaway. He'll put this one on lock on that 2 spot with the one bike. Rhoda's, Hardy go 1-2. Back at me out of Moto 174. 175 is the Moto now. More 10-year-old experts coming our way. Scott, Anderson, Zuniga, Brady, and Aarons. Into turn number 1, down the second straightaway. Got to be the 4-bike. Aaron's on the top spot. CSI colors coming down the second straightaway. Got this one going on out of Louisiana. He'll drive it back through. Keeps it on lock out front. Riding smart through the turns right there as they come down the third straightaway. J&R colors. Soniga looking for the 2 as they drive it back for home. Last straight coming back around. Aaron's got it wrapped up on the front lines. He's coming back down 2. It's going to go with Zuniga on the 2 out of Moto 175. They'll move on to that quarter main event. Easterling, Smith, Peterson, Widener looking for DeWittner out of the first turn. J-Dog coming down the second straightaway. He is checking out on the rest of the pack right now on that RLC 1 plate. Coming back in and out of that second turn. Takes a smooth line on the way back through down that third straightaway. 12 bike going to keep things going on. DeWittner, squared Minnesota chapter. Trying to hold on to this one in that last turn. Got dive bombers coming in, trying to show them a wheel. Couldn't seal the deal on the way back home, but it's all Widener coming back to the line. He'll get it wrapped up right there. Back through with the 12 bike, and Toe to Whitner will pick up the 2 spot out of Moto 176. Got to be Packman out front. Paxman coming into that second turn. GQ, Pac-Man going to 1-2. They'll get it done down that 3 straightaway. They'll follow it up, coming back through that third straight, locking it into that last turn. Latali trying to get things moving on, bring it back through, but it's all Paxman out front. He's running the show. World 8 bike coming back down to us. Going to go with the Nag 10, Novak. Out of Moto 177, they'll move on to that quarter main event. 11-year-old experts on track right now. Lead rider down right there in the zone. Lost him, but Donyik will get him checked out. He's going to get right back up. We'll come down that second straightaway. Who's got this one rolling on to us? In and out of turn number 2. Got the 4 bike on top spot. Supersonic Irwin, Waltech Engineering out of Punta Gorda, Florida. He'll bring this one back around. Into that last straight we go. Irwin locks it down, coming back through, ramping it up on the last straightaway, looking for a 9 bike in tow. Bellinger, Irwin, 1-2 out of Moto 178. 179's the Moto now. Simonson Jr., Secker, Pomels, Young, Horn, Rosé out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Who's got that top spot? Jumping Jack's got to go Horn on the front lines. He's running the show. Bring these guys into that second turn, looking for that 2 spot. J&R colors, got to be the world champ. Cody Young, the young gun, coming down the 3 straightaway. A couple of Florida boys getting it done 1 and 2. Bring these guys back around. Last straight they go. Still got Horn, Young, 1 and 2 coming back through that last straightaway. Moving on to that quarter main event for the 11-year-old expert class as they come back down the last straightaway. Out of Moto 179, 180 is your Moto now. Snyder, Dacus, Collingwood, Bryant Hill, Bowers. LSG goes down right there. Bryant spot him, got him, lost him in that first turn. We'll get this one going on down the second straightaway. Collingwood bringing things back around in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway, Iowa boy getting it done on that box level up program as he comes down the 3 straight, bringing him into that last turn. Airing it out a little bit on the 2 spot. Got the style going on for the C-bike of Bowers. King Kitty coming back through. Going to go Collingwood out front. Back to the line. .81's the Moto out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Speedy Gonzalez, David Jacobson, Harp, and Graves coming into that second turn. 09 Gonzalez riding a smart line right now as he comes down now the second turn, third straightaway. Got the Hummingbird Harp picking it up on that 2 spot. Graves, Mighty Mouse, just waiting for something to happen, looking for that open door on the way back through, but Speedy Gonzalez going to bring these guys back down the last straightaway. He'll lock it up. Looking forward on the 2, going to go Harp back to the stripe, out of Moto 181. 182 Moto now. Vargas, Goto, Simcoe, Custer, and Young. Super K on the top spot. He's running the show way out front. He'll bring this one in and out of that sail. Put it on a little drift right there. Lost one right there as they come back through. Super K popped the clutch, but he holds on to it. Down the 3 straight we go into that last turn. Daylight Cycles trying to pick up that 2. Going to go Young. Young will crank things up out of that last turn. Music City Local picking it up on the 2 spot. Back to the line. Super K takes it upstairs on the way back home. That's the way to go. Benny Forrester in and out of the second turn, third straightaway on that 385 bike, running this show out of Ohio. Rofank, Warner, Tosher, Ravenel with Santana, keeping things fired off into that. Oh, lost 1, 2, 3 right there. Alto Wrecking Crew comes around the outside. The kid, Warner, takes the safe line on the way back around. Forster, Warner going to go 1-2 out of Moto 183. 184 is your Moto now. Swanson, Showmaker, looking for short. Cole, Stravopoulos out of the first turn down the second straightaway. 44 bike out front, Jensen Cole. Hutland Racing Colors running the show, coming in out of that second turn. Dropping in a little too low right there. One bike makes the save, though. He gets back on the pedals. Let's see what he's got. Stravopoulos, the Reaper, trying to hold on to that two spot now. He's got things coming on into that last turn. Everybody's charging for him on the way back home. Still, it's all Hutland Colors out front. Cole in the top spot, running this one back to the line with the one bike. Stravopoulos will pick up the 2 out of Moto 184. Nelson, Daly, quick, Shotwell, Yance in and out of the second turn. Nelson trying to ramp it up a little bit, stays on the gas down that third straightaway. Daly out front, the Aussie coming back down to us. Australia in the house this weekend, fresh off the World's race, man. They came to race a little Nashville, a little Music City. Good to have you guys with us all the way back home. It's all Daly back to the line. Well, Aussie back to the stripe. We'll go Nelson. Pick it up for the 2. Calm down, Dad. It's easy over there. I know all the fans back at Hardesty, they're all watching back there at Hardesty National Stadium. We'll give them all a shout-out. I know Mom's back there running the show. Reddy, Aiko, Andrade, Workman, Williams. Coming into that last turn, a little machine, Andrade, that world number 2 plate out front. Last rack of 12-year-old experts looking for a semi-main event. Back down the line, the Night Train, Williams, comes back through. He takes over the top spot as he crosses the stripe out of Moto 186. 187 is your Moto. Sanders, Hicks, Weiland, Hardy, and Markham coming down the second straightaway. The Penguin looking for that 2 spot. Hicks on the top spot. Black Crown keeping things moving on right now. Lost one in that second turn down the first straightaway. Hicks running the show, though. Factory Black Crown colors. Georgia boy bring this one back through last straightaway. He'll lock it up looking for that 2 spot. Going to be the Penguin. Markham will run it back home, and that's the way to go right there. Hicks, Markham. Dropped a couple off downtown. We'll get those guys checked out. Secker, Frank, Johnson, Durham, Morris coming down the second straightaway. Johnson knows how to get around Music City in the wet conditions as we come down through that third straightaway. 27 bike on the 2, the Headhunter Morris, Impact BMX colors. Coming down the 3 straight. We'll bring these guys in and out of that last turn, but it's all Johnson out front running the show as he comes back at us for raw race footage. Back down the last straightaway. He'll get it done with the 27 bike. Morris will pick up the 2. Quimby, Wood, Ellis, Staten, Lee. Lili Staten out front. He'll run the show down that second straightaway. The World 4 plate. Factory full tilt rider. Keeping things fired off into that second turn. Got the 2 spot locked in as they're riding the smart lines right now down that third straightaway. 12 gauge going to go Wood. Profile Extreme. Into the last straight we go. It's on Lili Staten. Wood 1 and 2 as they come back through. Moto 189. They'll get it done down the last straight. That's the way it'll go for 13X as they come back around. 25 riders in this group. Moving on to a quarter main event. Couple more racks coming our way. Rose, Fuller, Schulte, Seabrook, and Olin coming down the second straight. Who's got the top spot locked in as they charge for turn number 2? In and out of the Pro Max turn. Lost one along the way. Coming down that third straightaway. 37 bike in and done. Send it. Seabrook. Oh, off track, Fuller. He'll hold on to it, though. A little time to shine as he tries to get back in line. In and out we got to go. Last straight coming back through. Still got it wrapped up. It's all Seabrook on the top spot as he comes back through. A little style on the front line. Back to the stripe. We'll go Olin on the 2. Back at us out of Moto 190. 191's your Moto into that first turn down the second straightaway. Weigel, Westfall, Martinez, Schumann. Charging in and out of the second turn down the third straight. Got the top spot locked in coming down the line. Going to be Waterboy. Martinez out front. He's running this show coming down through that third straight into that last turn. Everybody's on the fire off. Back home. Last turn. Still got it wrapped up right here. It's all Martinez on the top spot as he comes back down. Looking for the 2, the 7 bike. Westfall makes a charge for home and makes it happen right there. Scuba Steve, we'll give him a little shout-out if he's tuned in. Whoa, lost one. Send it out of the first turn down the second straightaway. They got tubes over there full tilt. They'll get you guys hooked up. Gidry, Kahanen looking for Yeager. CD3 running this one down that third straightaway. He's got it locked up right now. Mihan Tonkovic trying to keep things moving on as they come back through. In and out of that last straight we go. Looking for a 2 spot right now. Still got it wrapped up out front. It's all CD3. Defreen the 3rd. Back to the line with the 31 bike. Behan on the 2. Give these guys some love as they come back around. Give them some love as they come back around. Nice drifter for Taylor Cole right there. Hutland colors, putting a little drifter into that first turn. Says, all right, I'm going to ride the safe line now down that 3rd straightaway. Santana, the Brazilian. Lost him off track as they come down that 3rd straightaway. Bring these guys in and out of that last turn. Last straight coming back at us. It's all Cole. Santana coming back to the line as we get it wrapped up. About a Moto 193, 194 is your Moto. Down that 1st straightaway, more 14-year-old experts coming our way. 33 riders in the group as they head into turn number 1. Send it down the 2nd straightaway as they come back through. 6 ready, Mortelli, Cronenberger, Morrison, Thompson. Whoa, Mortelli down as they come back through. Skates through the carnage on the Gold Cup 3 bike as they come back around. Cronenberger, Morris trying to hold on to that 2 spot. He knows he's got Thompson coming for him for the Nomads. Last straight action coming back around. Still got that Gold Cup 3, Gold Cup 2 running the top spots as they come back to the line. Cronenberger, Morris, 1 and 2 out of Moto 194. Vroom, Savino, Owens, Flores, and Kidd down in that 1st turn. Got to be the Golden Boy Kidd on that top spot. Running it, got the pink bike. You know he's got to be fast out front running this one. BMX Shark in open water. Savino on the charge out of the 2nd turn down the 3rd straightaway. Let's see if he can get a piece of Owens. Couple of Carolina boys running the 2-3 right now. Let's see who gets into the show as they come back around. Last straight we go. It's all Kidd on the top spot. Kidd runs this show back down the line. He'll lock it up with the Wildcat. Owens will hold on to the 2 in the zone as they come back through out of Moto 195. More 14-year-olds coming back through last in that 2nd turn. Dougie on the top spot. He's got the pink bike out front. Tilly, Passanisi, Knowles, Dirks. Whoa, coming in hot. Passanisi's buckled up tight as we go down that 3 straightaway. Keeping it moving on that top spot. It's all Dougie coming back through. Last turn. Douglas going to go Passanisi. Top spots as they fire it off back down the last straightaway, and they'll bring this one back home. Passanisi says, gotcha, at the line. But John, Roe King, Rob in and out of the 2nd turn. Everybody's riding on smart lines right now as they come down through that 3rd straightaway. Bring this one into that last turn. They go. Come back through with the J&R. Got to be the King. Brady King out front running this one. Send it LSG trying back to the stripe. He'll slide in on that 3 bike. The Ozman Roe will get it done out of Moto 197. 198's a Moto down the 2nd straightaway. 15-year-old experts. Alto Wrecking Crew coming in. A little too hot right there. Popped the clutch a little too soon. Down the 3rd straightaway. Bauer holds on to this one. Pedro de Souza coming back through last straight, coming back at me. Looking for Bruni's on the top spot. He runs the show right now as he come driving down the last straightaway. Back to the line. Bruni and de Souza Bauer will come back through. Out of Moto 198. Barone's back up. We'll give him some love. Give a little shout out to the Barone family. I know they're back home tuned in. How about Renner, Holton, Coverman, Hester, Bowman, Moscato. Cranks it up out of the 1st turn down the 2nd straightaway. Hester down that 2 straight. He's got this one going on. Shelby Farms local out of Memphis, Tennessee. He'll bring this one in out of that 2nd turn. Oh, coming in hot on the 120 bike. Whoa! Lost one right there. He's back up. Moscato says, what happened, man, as they come back down to it. Last straight, we come back down the line. Got Hester on the top spot, running this one back to me. Going to go Holton. Holton will pick up that 2, and that's the way it's going to go. Got to be the Ripper out front. Kelleher coming back through. He's got this one wrapped up on that top spot. 110% looking for the 2. Yankee coming down the last straightaway. He's got company coming with him, but Yankee going to lock it in for the 2 back to the line out of Moto 200.
So, yeah, next pause, we'll swap and give you a little break.
All right, more 15X coming our way. Duke, Stafford, Van Eiderstein, Klingelhofer, Newman, Charging in and out of the second turn, third straightaway, little FXR, looking for that top spot. Ride colors, the Iceman. Keeping it cool, keeping it smooth right now as he comes down that third straight into that last turn. Everybody else coming in a little hot right there, trying to get that two spot locked in. Looking for it, back to the line, freaky fast. Color's going to go Stafford for the 2 out of Moto 201. 202 is your Moto. Dye, Keener, Esposito, Besson, Kudrowski. Albies, box in it, getting it done out front, running the show right now as he heading in. Oh, got a little loose, nag 6. Coming down the 3 straightaway, locking this one in right now as they come back in and out of that last turn. Looking for Black Widows on the 2 spot. Kudrowski coming back around. He'll lock it up back to the line. Got to be that nag 8 on the top spot. Easy E, Esposito. Felker, Frost, going to go Boston, Pigo, Dizwan out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Got to go Felker out front running this one. Pigo on that 2 spot. The Goose going to get loose as he's coming down the 3 straightaway. He'll ride the smart line coming back into that last turn. Felker getting it done out front. He'll drive for home. Got to be Pigo on the 2 spot. He'll get things ramped up as they come back in the last straightaway. Get it rolling on back to the line. Felker, Pigo go 1-2. I know Mom's getting a fresh water right now as she's watching from home. Tune in on the webcast. Santos, Bucci, Rogers, McFerrin, Hensley, and Skinner coming in and out of that second turn. Santos riding a smart line out front. Rockstar Rift Tangent coming down the 3 straightaway. Reggie's Bike Shop. The hot shot Skinner trying to hold on to it too. Gate 9, Double D. Trying to, lost the in the zone rider right there as he goes into that last turn. Baby Bird Hensley will come back through. Got to go Skinner for the 2 spot. Santos will get it done out front. Out of Moto 204. 205 your Moto now. BB O'Neill, Jones, Cronenberger, Thomas. Scooby Snacks out front. Lost the second place rider and popped the clutch a little too hard right there. Cronenberger as he come down the last straightaway. Into that last straight. It's all Scooby Snacks out front. O'Neill will come back through. He'll lock this one up on the way back home. Vegas boy, get it done right there. Back to the stripe he goes. Coming back through with the 1 bike, the skinny digit. Going to go BB for the 2.
The race in action, 206 is your Moto number. More 16-year-old experts, 21 riders in the mix today. Kaiser, Toth, Peterson, Conley, Reeder. Looking for 2 this time around. Got to be Kaiser. Got a little D in that hip pocket. Reeder keeping the heat on in and out of turn number 2. Kaiser, Reeder. Down that 3rd straightaway, shiny side upright. 2 riders moving on to a semi-main event. In and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Kaiser's moving on, and Raider. That can only mean one thing. It's a great time to head on over to USA BMX Racewear. Big D's always in a much better mood when Little D's made a first-round transfer. Hit that cat up. I bet he's got deals aplenty for you right now. Get him talking about Little D's good lap. Probably save you at least $5. There you go. Toth's up. Give him a hand. He's going to ride it out. 2:07 last of the 16X down that front straightaway. Hobson, Monk, Salem, Crop, and O'Mara. In and out of turn number 1, we're rolling. Dropped one off on that first turn. Hobson running out on point. He's going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Got the Shark sitting on that 2 spot. Hobson on the 1. O'Mara on that 2 spot. O'Mara got time to shine, colors in the hip pocket. Time to shine ride. Salem going to come around on that top side. Nag 10, Nag 2, both moving on. Hobson and Salem at a 2:07. Crop Duster Crop is up.
Crop Duster. He's on steel. He knows what's up.
Shar, Grice, Fast, McCabe, Lampley, and Moss. 1720X, 41 riders in the mix today. Let's get them in and out of turn number 1. Got to be Jim Lampley. Lampley on that top side ride as he's in and out of turn number 2. Got McCabe on that 2 spot. Dropped one off right there. Lampley, McCabe, 1 and 2. Shar sitting on the 3. Shar looking for a little daylight as they make their way in and out of turn number 3 down the last straightaway. 2 riders moving on to a quarter. Main event 3 and the 4 ride. Jim and Joshua both moving on. Monreal, Nestor, McConnell, Dronick, Zimmerman, Williamson, second straight race in action. 13 ride on the top side. Got to be Cade McConnell. McConnell going to run the show in and out of turn number 2. 3 ride holding on to that 2 spot. Got to be Aloha Joe. Dronick got company on that 3 spot in the zone colors of Zimmerman. Hey, Marky Coates, I know you're out there listening on the World Wide Web. Hello, and how do you do? 13 and the 3 are both moving on, McConnell and Dronick. Out of 2:09. Coming down the mountain, how about Abercrombie, Wirtz, Eastman, Day, Bailey, Popovich. In and out of turn number 1, we're rolling. Oh, lost the lead ride on the top side there. Down that second straightaway, new red taking over on the 1. Got to be E-Pop. Haro Colors going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Got Shawnee Day on that 2 spot. Got to be El Suave. Oh, yeah. E-Pop and Shawnee Day going to go 1 and 2. Albie's Colors got to be Wirtz on that 3 spot as they turn for home. E-Pop and Mr. Day, as the captain says, that's just like I drew it up. St. Romain, Schuler, Funk, Leal, Chaberzinski, and Benj in and out of turn number 1. We're rolling. Alto Colors trying to run the show as they make their way down that second straightaway. Oh, yeah. Got to be Schuler on the top side. Schuler got Power FX Pico Colors on that 2 spot. Got to be Leal. Schuler, Leal going to go 1 and 2. 110% nutrition. Chaberzinski sitting on the 3. Second round start staging them up. Second round into staging. Charlie Eats Twonkies. Claiborne Colors on the move down that third straightaway. Just not enough real estate to get there. Schuler and Leal are moving on out of Moto 211. Second round, let's stage them up. Second round into staging. Matarazzo, Vrolik, Gillum, Jolly, Stazetsky, and Erdman in and out of turn number 2. Got to be Jolly on the top side. Got Superman sitting on that 2 spot. Superman got company coming in a hurry in and out of turn number 3. We're rolling. E-Bike. Got to be Vrolik trying to find a way. Superman and Jolly moving on out of Moto 212. 213 is the Moto number. Duran, Parrish, De Leon, Varndale, Seabrel, and Brewer. Oh, yeah, Send It Colors down that second straightaway. LSG got to be Cruz. Duran going to take him in and out of turn number 2. 20 ride. Sitting on that 2 spot going to be Flying Brian Varndale got Daylight Colors in the hip pocket as they make the turn for home. Coming back at me. Still Duran running on the 1. Varndale going to look for to make his move right here. Duran and Varndale are moving on 1 and 2. Out of 2. 13, 214 is the Moto number. Last rag 1720X with Hunt, Herrera, Bramer, Adams, and Drinkard. The Flying Monkey getting it done on the 1. Herrera going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Drinkard trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Got the LSG ride of Hunt in the 3 spot. In and out of turn number 3. Oh! Hunt going down. J&R ride of Bramer navigates that one, but it's Herrera and Drinkard moving on out of 2, 1, 4. Halser, Wong, Freewell, McCauley, Quarles. Oh, here we go. In and out of turn number 2. Got to be Wong. Alto Colors on that top side. World 6 ride. Quarles on that 2 spot. Wong, Quarles on the turn for home. Coming back at me. Halser on that 3 spot. 2 riders moving on. Wong and Quarles out of 215. Corrales, sorry about that. Good one. Baccaro, Young, Allen Norton. Oh! And Nip down that third straightaway. We're rolling. Allen Norton on the 3 spot. See what the Spartans got as they turn for home. He's going to turn it up down that last straightaway. The Pride of Hawaii coming back 8. And the Gold Cup 1. Goodwin and Nip. Miss Jen says you got to pedal all the way to the finish line, Alan. Schwartz, Ekman, Roberts, Bonsall, Inglis down that third straightaway single file style on the turn for home. Looking for 2 riders this time around. Velocity Colors. 12 ride, got to be Inglis. Getting it done on the 1, Inglis. And the 31 ride is Showtime Schwartz. At a 2:17, 2:18 is the moto number 2635X. Stewart, Lindauer, Tomano, Dawson, Calvin, Pierce, Markle. Nicky D running the show. Dawson going to get in and out of turn number 2. Nag 5 ride on the top side. He's got Tony Pierce in the hip pocket as they head down that third straightaway. Dawson, Pierce got Markle on the 3 spot as they turn for home, looking for 3 this time around. Dawson will get the ace. 38 ride of Pierce will get the 2. 18 ride of Markle rounds out your top 3. Biggs, Threadgill, Hall, Hirsch, Johnson, Reedy, Phillips. Clean up in turn 1. Clean up in turn 1. Nag Colors running on the top side. Got to be Big Dave Hall. Hall going to lead him in and out of turn number 2. Got Threadgill on that 2 spot. Got to be Biggs. Rolling on the 3. Pair of 19s in and out of turn number 3. Coming back in my direction. Nag 19 right on the top side. Got to be Big Dave Hall. 15 right of D Reddy on that 2 spot. Hall and Reddy are moving on. Moto 219. Checking on Hojo over in turn number 1. Second round, staging them up. Second round.
William Johnson.
This kind of stuff. Yeah.
It's all right, Willie. We got you, buddy.
Say it again. 4 times. Wait till it gets close. Oh, blew a tranny.
Oh, Phillips lost the chain there. Dolch, Custer, Varndale, Geo, Post. Down the front straightaway, we're rolling. Look like it's going to be Post getting in and out of turn number 1 with Mr. Custer on that 2 spot. One more time for Hojo as he comes back to the line, Big Willie style. Oh, I'm paying for that one. Post got it going on right now. Got to be Custer on that 2 spot. Coming back in my direction, Post and Custer going to go 1 and 2 and move on out of 2-2-0. 221 is the moto number on the track right now. Monosmith, DeHaven, Funk, Keener, and Walter. In and out of turn number 2, Nag 14 ride. Got to be the double Funk on the top side. Oh, yeah, he got Monosmith in the hip pocket. Monosmith takes a little peek. Funk, 47 ride. Got to be Keener. Those guys got into turn 2, said, hey, man, I'm planning on going to work Tuesday. What about you? Yeah, maybe we'll do a little barbecuing on Monday. So in between now and then, oh, yeah, let's race it back to the line. 14-17, Funk and Monosmith, both moving on. 221 dropped one off over in turn number 1. Monk, McGregor, Morietta, Good, and Siegel. Got to be Cool Hand Luke getting it done on the 1. Siegel on the top side. Got Richie Be Good on that 2 spot. Morietta on the 3 as they go single file down that third straightaway. Siegel keeps that top side upright. They're going to turn it up down that last straightaway. Siegel and Richie Be Good moving on out of Moto 222. Downrider is up. In the zone colors, got to be Eddie Monk.
Oh, that's the sprint block monk.
The sprint block man himself.
Sprint block monk. I like that. Show? Yeah, I watched pretty fun. Good job, Eddie.
Wagner, Jordan, Ross, Bonsall and Morello. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number 1. Oh, dropped one off right there. Thrillbilly says, don't mind if I do. Right place, right time. Wagner going to take this one over. Got Demand Ross sitting on that 2 spot. Wagner, Ross, 1 and 2, 9 ride. On the 3, got to be Morello, the Missile. 93 ride. Got Bonsall. We're checking on Jordan. Jordan's up. Give J-Guns a hand. Coming back at me. Thrillbilly going to get it done on the 1. He's moving on. Oh, Ross the Boss was putting on a little show down that last straightaway. He held on, though. Probably. Yeah. No, he probably had that money locked down tight in his Velcro Vans wallet. Can't take lunch money from a man. Oh, dropped one off in turn 1. Maddox, McCauley, Tamolo, Silva, Lossman, White. In and out of turn number 2 with the Alto ride on the top side. Got to be Renato Silva. Silva getting it done on the 1. Got Lossman on that 2 spot as they go down the 3rd straightaway. Silva, Lossman coming back at me. 1 and 2.
Michael Louisville. Dude, he was sick in practice.
Renato and Michael. Quentin, Motley, Lopez, LaMaglia getting it done on the 1. Oh, look at that. He's got the aqua colors. Little rain has fallen. Motley said, that would look good in a little aquas with the colors are a little toned down. He's right out of the Fly catalog. LaMaglia and Motley going 1 and 2. 2:26 is the moto number, last moto of the first round. Pringle, Merritt, Branham, Moore, Stranatka, Johnson, and McLean. Oh, got to be Cool Breeze. Johnson's on the top side, down that 3rd straightaway. Oh, man, Johnson's going to turn and burn out of number 3, the Cool Breeze, trying to run the show back to the stripe. Nag 1 on the 1, got the 14 ride, and Pringle. Johnson's. Pangione, Hunt, Whitehead, Ryan, Lomascolo, B-Ride on the top side. Noah getting it done on the 1. Oh, he's got an arc for the rest of them. Oh, dropped one off over in turn number 2. I'm looking for 4 this time around. So what you see is what you got if they keep the shiny side upright. Lomascolo running the show on the turn for home. B-Ride. Getting it done on the 1, 81 ride. Hunt going to come back on the 2 spot. The 11 ride of the Super Duper Z on the 3. And the Rock 1, a Whitehead. Give Chad Ryan a hand riding it out. Out of a combined Moto 12 and 13. 14 is the Moto number. I got Pascal and Southwell. Don't see Mr. Barnes in round number 2, so what you see is what you got. The Bug and the Giant both be moving on out of Moto 14. 15 is the Moto number. How about Campbell, Basige, and Wyatt? Looking for 2 riders this time around. Gold Cup colors. Got to be the Seabiscuit on the top side. Basige running the show. Campbell on that 2 spot. There's Wyatt on the 3. They're single file down that 3rd straightaway. 2 riders moving on this time around. Bluegrass colors getting it done on the 1 out of Louisville, Kentucky. Couple of Georgia boys rolling 2 and 3 as they come back in my direction. Seabiscuit going to get it done on the 1. The Electric Company coming back on the 2 spot. Edison Campbell for the Chaos Crew out of Moto 15. 16 is the Moto number on the track. 9-10 mixed open. Looking for Carrier, Rush, Welburn, Shotwell, and Ellerton. Top two going straight to a 9-10 mixed open main event, in and out of turn number one down that second straightaway. They're rolling. Wicked colors. Got to be Ellerton. Piper the Viper going to make him take him in and out of turn number two on the top side ride. Got the Tot, Welburn, Tatum on that two spot as they go down the third straightaway. Ellerton and Welburn 1 and 2 on the turn for home. Nag 8 ride and the K-Bike will both be moving on out of Moto 16. Stanton, Turner, Ferry, Merritt. Looking for two this time around. Got to be world famous Una Turner. Albie's colors in and out of turn number 2. 56 ride on that two spot. Got to be Stanton. Stanton got the 270 ride of Ferry. Rolling on the 3. I got room for two this time around. Back to the line. World famous Una Turner. Going to get it done for the Albies crew. The National 11 bike is moving on. National Age Group 11 ride. And the 56 ride of Owen Stanton. The Moto 17. 18 is the Moto number on the track. 11-12 mixed open with Lopez, Gabois, Thompson, Dawson, and Kanowitz. Top two going on to an 11-12 mixed open main event on a Friday afternoon at Music City. BMX, last turn race in action. Coming back in my direction. 9 ride, running the show. Kanowitz and the 34 ride of Thompson go 1 and 2 and move on out of Moto 18. 19 is the Moto number. Shook, Novak, Meade, and Renier down that third straightaway with the Albies colors. Out on point, got to be Mina Novak, running the show out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming back in my direction, Novak, 16 ride on the top side with the 14 ride in tow. Novak and Renier are moving on out of Moto 19. 20 is the Moto number on the track now. 13-14 mixed open. Looking for Fritzmeyer, Wenzel, and Lacey. Top two riders moving on to a semi-main event. Gold Cup colors running the show right now. Got to be Iron Aiden Fritzmeyer. Fritzmeyer got Lacey on that two spot. Going to be Wenzel on the 3 as they make their way in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Gold Cup 3 ride, Iron Aiden, and the 2 bike of Pace and Lacey go 1 and 2 and move on out of Moto 20. 21 is the Moto number. How about Schaffner, Turner, and Spencer? Got to be Akil Turner out of McDonough, Georgia, doing it on the top side. 110% nutrition colors. Going to be Addison Spencer on that 2 with Schaffner. Rolling on the 3. 3 riders looking for 2 spots in a 13-14 mixed open semi-main event as they turn for home. Coming down that last straightaway, Turner will go wire to wire for the win. Nag 15 ride of Addison Spencer will hold on to the move on. Moto 21, Wilson, Hunt, Waldner. Send it colors. Got to be the Terminator Wilson running out on point. Got the Fiona Nader on that 2 spot. Going to be T-Bone on the 3. As they make the turn for home. Coming back at me. A whole lot of aiders as the Terminator and the Fiona Nader are going to be going on. Moto 22. 23-24 combined moto on the track right now. Bowles, Thompson, Meekum, and Bowen. Along with Arender. Looking for the top 4. Got a boat ride in this one. What you see is what you got coming back in my direction. Got to be the sniper. Kate Thompson going to get it done. 12 ride, 357 Magnum of Arender. The C ride of Meacham, and the A ride of Shiner Bolin going 2, 3, and 4. Out of a combined 23, 24, 25 is the moto number on the track now. How about Cuss, Meath, and Pino? Single file down the third straightaway looking for 2 riders moving on to a 17-20 mixed open main event. Coming back at me, 9 ride. Going to be Tilro Tal Cuss and the 11 ride of Kenzie Meath. Both moving on. The Moto 25. 26 is your moto number on the track right now. In and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway they're rolling. It's 31 and over mixed opens. Looking for 3, I got 2. So what you see is what you got. Coming back in my direction, your 2 transfers. The Moto 26 are the 35 and the 185 of Levine and Hankins. The Moto 26. 27 is the moto number on the track on a Friday afternoon at 6 and under opens, looking for Salva, Ross, and Fowler. Jethro looking for a pair of aces on a Friday afternoon. He's got the Haro colors in and out of turn number 3 coming down that last straightaway. Salva doing it just like the captain drew it up. Nag 2 ride of Fowler on that 2 spot. Ross comes back on the 3. Second verse like the first. On a moto 27. 28 is your moto number on the track, 7-8 open. How about Wegley, Guan, and Faircatch looking for 2 this time around. Dropped one off over in turn number 1, so what you see is what you got coming back at me. On the top side, looks like that's No Excuses color. It's got to be Jumpin' Jack's Faircatch and the Identify ride of Joel Wegley on moto 28. Get on over to USA BMX Racewear. See Big D and the gang pick up your USA BMX Racewear goodies, event T-shirts. Bet they even got some umbrellas over there. Full Tilt Racing in the house. Concession 50-50. Get some of that Music City 50-50 action. Money always goes to a good cause. Half goes to the track, half goes to the winner's pocket. Not a bad way to go. There you go. It's a little damp in the hood today, but that's all right. We're not going to let it dampen our spirits. We're still going to have some fun on this Friday afternoon. After all, we're BMX racing. It's not a bad way to go. Clark, Calhoun, Moorhead. They're locked, loaded, and ready to roll. 54 bike is up. Give Jonathan Guan a hand. Jonathan going to ride it out BMX style. Back to the racing action coming down the drag strip. We're rolling. Music City BMX Friday afternoon racing action. 3 riders, 7-8 open, looking for 2, going straight on to a main event. Oh, I was looking for 3. I got 2. And so with the little boat ride, they'll take a parade lap around. The 19 ride of Calhoun and the Gold Cup 1 of T-Bone Moorhead will be your transfers. On a moto 29. 30 is the moto number on the track now. 9-10 open, looking for Salzgiver, Blake, and Ferry. Top 2 moving on to a 9-10 open semi-main event. It's quarter after the top of the hour. Pros coming back up at half past the 11 bike. Parkman, got to be south. Nope. Another change in the plans. We'll be back to you with that later. Salzgiver, Blake, Ferry. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. Got to be Memphis Blake getting it done on the 1. Blake got Parkman Salzgiver on that 2 spot. They're going to take it in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me, Blake and Salzgiver go 1 and 2 and move on a moto 30. 31 is the moto number on the track. How about Lander, Southwell, and Williams? 44 ride running out on point right now. Got to be Winky Lander. Lander got Jackpot Williams on that 2 spot. I lost Lander in the turn. Williams, right place, right time. He's moving on. Southwell, the money man, says, man, I'm going to buy myself a lottery ticket. 44 bike is up. Give Winky a hand. Back to the line. It'll be Titus and Mason moving on a moto 31. 32 is the moto number. Faircloth, then Pro to Murray. In and out of turn number 2. More 9-10 open racing action down that third straightaway. Power FX Speedco colors. Alicio getting it done on the 1. The Punisher going to turn and burn out of number 3. Good battle on that 2 spot as they turn it up down that last straightaway. And Pro to running the show. Murray, Faircloth looking for that 2 spot. J-Ride racing. Case and Murray going to get that second transfer spot. On moto 32. 33 is the moto number on the track. How about Shotwell, Vargas, Showmaker, Graves, and Custer? Got Shotwell on the top side. Got the Mighty Mouse sitting on the 2 as they turn for home. 2 riders going on to 11-12 open main event. Shotwell with the shiny set upright. 13 bikes moving on. Nag 12. A Mighty Mouse Graves picks up that 2 spot. On a moto 33, 34, how about Hill, Santana, Bowers, David, and Swanson? Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. Send It Colors trying to run the show in and out of turn number 3, coming back in my direction. Look like it's flying Ryan Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz going to get it done on the 1. King Kitty Bowers going to pick up that 2 spot. 35 is the moto number on the track. How about Rob, Yance, and Martinez down the third straightaway? 3 riders in the mix for 2 spots. Mad Cycle Colors of Yance trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Yance and the Sharks rider Martinez both down in the turn. Somebody's got to get up and get back to the line. They're both back on the pedals. Who's going to get the gas and the go fast down that last straightaway? 4 bike going to get there first. Got to be Yance. Dropping one off in turn number 2. Weiland, Morris, Martinez. Got to be Morris down in the turn right there. The Headhunter out of the mix. The Viper and P-Star. Martinez and Weiland. Moving on out of moto 36. 37 is the moto number. Esposito, Christopherson, Kadrowski, and Van Eiderstein. Van Eiderstein running out on point. Got the Black Widow rider. Kadrowski sitting on that 2 spot as they turn for home. Christopherson on the 3, but it's going to be Van Eiderstein and Kadrowski on a moto 37. 38 is the moto number. How about Jones, Boson, McFerrin, and Dukes? Gold Cup 2 ride. Got to be Dukes getting it done on the 126 ride. Trying to hold on to that 2 spot is McFerrin. He's got Jones in the hip pocket. As they turn for home, coming back at me. Room for 2 this time around. Gold Cup 2 and the 26 bike comes by at the line. McFerrin and Dukes are both moving on. 39 is the moto number 1720 open. Meyer, Shar, McCabe, Schwartz, Gilliam. Single file style down that third straightaway, in and out of turn number 3, 4 ride. On the top side, got to be Joshua McCabe. McCabe and the 64 ride of Gilliam going to go 1 and 2 on a moto 39. Grice, Bench, Fast, Sebrel, single file style, in and out of turn number 2, E ride. On the top side right now down that third straightaway, we're rolling 11 bike. Sitting on that 2 spot. So I got Vrolik, I got Grice running 1 and 2, coming back at me right here. Grice got company in the hip pocket down the line. 9 bike going to come by at the line. 9 rider Sebrel picks up that 2 spot. So the E and the 9. On the moto 40. 41 is the moto number down that third straightaway with Ybarra, True, and Jordan. Jordan running out on point, got True on that 2 spot. Ybarra on the 3 as they turn for home. 31 and over open down the last straightaway. 166. G-Ride True will slide on by True and Stewart. .42 is the moto number. 8 and under girl cruisers on the track. Edmonds, Mason Hall, Snyder, Moe, and Knees. Nag colors running out on point. Got to be a little Ripper Snyder. Nag 10 ride. Going to get it done. District 4 ride. Edmonds going to get that 2 spot. Room for 2 more. 952 ride. Mo Power on the 3 with the Party Muffin Knees coming back on the 4. Those are your main event makers out of moto 42, 43, 44 combined. How about Helton, McDougal, Shepard, Dotson, Phelps? Single file style down that third straightaway. Top rider, lead ride on the breakaways. They're in and out of turn number 3. Coming down that last straightaway. 6-11 ride. Maggie McDougal. Aussie. Doing it out of Queensland, Australia. T ride. Going to pick up that 2 spot. The 80 and the 1. So that was Dotson. Moving on with McDougal, Shepard, and Helton. That'll be combined 43, 44. 45 is the moto number. Stevens, Johnson, and Meade. S-squared colors running the show as they turn for home. The Pink Warrior, Peyton Johnson. Johnson will get it done on the 1. No Socks. Meade will pick up the 2 on a moto 45. Parham, Beatty, Alvadrez. 3 riders looking for 2 spots and an 11, 12-year-old girl cruiser main event. Beatty got the 09 colors running out on point. Sharks colors. Got to be too much. Alvadrez in that 2 spot. Beatty and Alvadrez going to play nice in the turn, bring it back to the stripe. Alvadrez gets the 1. Beatty gets the 2. They're both moving on out of moto 46. 47 is the moto number on the track now. How about Waldner, Pierce, and Tilly? In and out of turn number 2, got to be Lexi, getting it done for the Power FX Speedco crew. Down that third straightaway, got tongue out Tilly for the 09 ride. In that on that 2 spot, Waldner, Tilly, Pierce, bunch of Florida girls coming back in my direction. 7 and the 6. Tilly's actually from Ohio, but it sure seems like she raced a lot of the Florida series anyway. Waldner and Tilly both moving on. 48 is the moto number on the track right now. How about Reichel, Luptic, Meekum, and Hill? Oh, I got to be Mayhem. Marley Reichel out on the top side as they head down that third straightaway. 110% nutrition colors. Luptic on that 2 spot. Reichel, Luptic, 1 and 2 out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Reichel going to get a spot. Luptic going to get a spot. And Senzi Meekum going to get that third and final transfer. The moto 48, 49, 50 combined moto on the track right now. Douglas, Powell, Simonson, Wexler, and Stamp. Don't need a program to recognize the 110% nutrition ride. Got to be the big sis, Aubrey Douglas, World 8 on the top side as she turns her home. Coming back at me, Douglas, the B-Rat, Powell on that 2 spot. Wexler on the 3, the end ride of Simonson. Picks up the 4th and final transfer out of a combined 49 and 50. 51 is the moto number 21, 30-year-old ladies on the track. Johnston, McCoy, Dodgen, and Miko. 7 ride. Meglet doing it for the H, the R, and the P. 1 bike of Miko and the 2 ride of CK McCoy. 52 is the moto number on the track. I got Warner and Elliton in a boat ride. The Wicked crew and the Alto crew down that third straightaway. Ellington, Hot Sauce, and the F-Bomb. Both moving on out of moto 52. 53 is the moto number on the track. 41, 45-year-old ladies. How about Boydston, Campos Morietta, and Brady? Getting it done on the 1. Got to be Hanada. Got the Alto ride out on point on a Friday afternoon. Got Morgan Brady for the standard crew on the 2. Boydston on that 3 spot as they turn for home. Hanada not going to be denied in this second round showdown. Campos Morietta and Brady are going to the main event. Nees, Schaffer, Lathan, Strange, in and out of turn number 2. Look like Miss Bianca running out on point. Got to be Lathan on a third straightaway getaway. Oh, yeah. So I got Lathan, I got Schaefer, I got Strange. 1, 2, and 3 as they head back in my direction. Bianca gets the ace. Emily gets the 2. Miss Carey comes back on the 3. Those are your main makers out of moto 54. Good to see Miss Sarah back on the track. Carter, Hill, hopped off. In and out of turn number 2. They're rolling. Leslie Carter on that top side ride. She's running the show. Got the K-Dog. K-Dog smooth operating down that third straightaway. She's going to go white line shopping. Carter says, where did she come from? In and out of turn number 3. Leslie going to turn it up down that last straightaway. Does she have the power? Does she have the pull? The K-Dog will hold on. Hot up. Carter. Hill. 1, 2, 3. What a 55. Lee, Sharon, Loberl coming back at me. Actually, I am. Lee, Sharon, and Lobler. 1, 2, and 3. And a moto 56. Let's hear it for our lady cruisers in round number 2. Big wheels keep on rolling. Little Tykes, big bikes, 7 and under cruisers on a Friday afternoon. Elliton, Merzion, Lavoie, Aylman, and Renier in and out of turn number 2. 1-5 right on the top side. Got to meet Merzion. Merzion got the 110% nutrition colors of Aylman on that 2 spot. The Mohawkian got velocity colors on rolling on the 3. That's Lavoie. I got room for 2 this time around. Down that last straightaway, the Mohawkian going to try and take this one over. Going to be Aylman and Merzion moving on. Out of Moto 57. 58, how about Ortiz, Miller, Shepard, Jennings? Down that second straightaway, we're rolling Black Widow colors. Got to be El Papi. Ortiz going to take this one over. Battle on that 2 spot. 4 rod. Shepard going to slide into the 2. Jennings back to the 3 as they take it down that third straightaway. Still El Papi running out on point as they turn for home. Down that last straightaway, 4 bike. Got to be Shepard on that 2 spot. Ortiz and Shepard will come back 1 and 2. And move on. Out of Moto 58. 59 is the moto number on the track. Dropped one off over in turn number 1. Kensler, Sullivan, Barley. 13 ride. Got to be Kensler on the 1. Going to be the double S's of Spencer Sullivan on that 2 spot. Checking on the Predator, Barley, over in turn number 1. Boone's up on his feet. Give Boone a hand as they head back in our direction. It's going to be Kensler and Sullivan moving on. Out of Moto 59. Schumann, Olson, Pieper. I was looking for 3. I got 1. Well, that's a parade lap if I've ever seen it. So coming back at me right there. 10 bike. Well, that was Mr. Bailey picking himself up from the previous moto. Give the Predator a hand. So here we go. Schumann, Olson, Pieper. There they are. Coming back at me right now. 290 ride, the speed train. Pieper going to get it done with the 8 ride, Olson. Out of Moto 60. 61 is the moto number on the track now. 9-year-old cruisers looking for Williams, Peterson, Harris, and Burkhart. 2 riders going straight to the big show on a Friday night in Nashville, Tennessee. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. A single file style as they're in and out of turn number 3, coming down that last straightaway. Cash Money Peterson, got to be the end ride. Good battle on that 2 spot. Nag 7 in the 1 ride. Nag 7 ride. A 2-step depth, I believe, held off Mr. Burkhart at the line. But Mr. Bill will double-check the video just the same. Wegley, Lafreniere, and Blake. Got to be Wegley, Blake, Lafreniere. Is your running order down that third straightaway. Wegley running the show. Got the Aussie in the hip pocket. Lafreniere looking for a way. Blake comes around on the top side. The Aussie going to take this one over. Lafreniere got a head full of steam down that last straightaway. Wegley trying to hold on. Lafreniere going to come on by on that 2 spot. Lafreniere and Blake are moving on. Out of Moto 62. Oh, the Humanity dropped 1-2 off in turn number 1. Down that third straightaway, they're rolling 7 bike. Running out on point right now, 110% nutrition colors. Trying to hold on to that top side ride as they're in and out of turn number 3 down the last straightaway. Coming back in my direction, 1 bike. Got to be the Beast, Pareto, and the T-Ride of the Monster, Falkowski. A monster and a beast are both moving on. Hardy, Smith, Dacus, Aarons, Peterson. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. USA colors out on the top side. Got Aarons sitting on that 2 spot, the Diesel. On the 3, lost my USA ride. D-Bike on that 3 spot. Got to be Dacus. Dacus and the Diesel. Going to race it back to line 7 and the 1. Aarons and the Diesel, Hardy. Oh, come on, Daddy. You got a better one than that, ain't you? All right. 65 is the moto number. 11-year-old cruiser, single file style. Snyder, Owens, Hill, Irwin, Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be Supersonic Irwin. Gold Cup 3 ride. Make it that Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez and the E ride, a Hill. Sorry about that one. So that was Gonzalez and Hill. Out of 65. 66, your Nat 1 on the 1. Got to be the Young Good and Cody Young doing it for the JNR crew. He's in and out of turn number 2. Got the Hummingbird Harp, Albie's colors, sitting on that 2 spot. Dropped a couple off over in turn number 2. Young and Harp Got nothing but daylight out in front of them. Duncan on that 3 spot, checking on Pommels and Jacobson in the turn. The young gun going to get it done with the Hummingbird at a Moto 66. 67 is the moto number on the track right now. 3 ride, running the show. Got to be Wyatt Quick. Quick doing it on the top side. Got Warner on that 2 spot. Quick, Warner, Thompson, and Yonts. Yonts on the 3, Thompson on the 4, but right now it's the Wyatt Quick show. Pack Racing colors in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. The Kid Warner on the 2 spot. Quick and the Kid are moving on out of Moto 67. Got room for one more. The 33 ride of Caden Thompson will grab the 3rd and final transfer spot. The Moto 67. 68 is the moto number on the track right now. Fuller, Abbott, Schumann, Markham, the Penguin. Oh, yeah. Markham getting it done on the 1. Got to be Mason Abbott, M&M PKS colors on that 2 spot. Back to the stripe. Markham and Abbott go 1 and 2 and move on. Moto 68. 69, Morin, Wiggle, and Quimby. Down that 3rd straightaway 3 bike. Got to be the White Fox Quimby running out on point for the SRT crew. Got Reggie's colors. Got to be Levi Weigel on that 2 spot. So Quimby, Weigel, Mooring, 1, 2, and 3 as they go single file down that 3rd straightaway. 2 riders going to a 13 cruiser main event. Got to be the White Fox and Chaos. Moto 69. 70 is the moto number on the track now. It's 14-year-old cruisers. Got 2 spots in a semi. Main event, Tilly, Clark, Gidry, Toth, in and out of turn number 2. Louisiana Lightning going to come around on the top side. Got to be Aiden Gidry. Gidry got the pack colors of Dilly Dilly Tilly on that 2 spot. Tilly got the TNT ride of Toth on the 3. Toth going to have to turn it up. He's got a long way to go in a short time to get there as they turn for home. Gidry going to lock it down on the 1. 12 ride of Dilly Dilly Tilly picks up the 2. Yeager, Owens, Tonkovich looking for 2 riders moving on to that 14 cruiser semi. Main event in the zone colors running out on point. Got to be the Wildcat Owens doing it from just up the road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeager for the Crankout crew sitting on the 2. Tonkovich on the 3 as they turn for home. Elrod going to get it done on the 1. 5 bike picks up that 2 spot. Those are your transfers. Moto 71, 72. How about Knowles, Nickham, and Cisney? In and out of turn number 2, their single file style. 575 ride. Wyatt Knowles running out on point. Knowles got Cisney on that 2 spot. Got to be the main man, Nickham. On the 3 is their single file in and out of turn number 3. 2 riders going on to that 14 cruiser semi-main event. The 575 and the 4 ride are both moving on. How about Bowman, Yankee, Moscato, 110% nutrition colors. Got to be Hudson Yankee running the show in and out of turn number 2 down that 3rd straightaway. 7 ride, the Moose on that 2 spot. Got the Bumblebee buzzing on the 3 as they make their way in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Hudson Yankee getting it done on the 1. Yankee, here comes the Bumblebee down the last straight. It's going to be Yankee and Moscato. Watson, Renner, Hester, 3 riders, 2 spots up for grabs. Got to be Hester on the top side ride. He's got Watson in the hip pocket. Renner looking for a little clean air. Renner trying to show him a tire. Hester still running the show. Got Watson on the 2. Watson looking for a clean line down that last straightaway. Gold Cup 1, Gold Cup 2 will go 1 and 2 and move on. On the Moto 74, 75 is the moto number. Besson, Connor, Arender, Gold Coast Daylight colors. Got to be Logan Besson running out on point. Besson on a 3rd straight getaway. Got to be Elliott Connor on that 2 spot. Going to be Arender on the 3. I lost Besson in the turn. Connor with the shiny side upright. He'll get the ace. Remington Arender, right place, right time. He'll pick up the 2 spot and move on out of Moto 75. 76, how about Monk, Austin, Toth, and Crop? Looking for 2 riders moving on, 3 riders moving on to a 16 cruiser main event. Toth, Crop, Monk, all moving on. And the Crop, Monk, Toth is your order. Herrera, Meyer, Monreal, Portson down that front straightaway, 17-20 cruisers. The Flying Monkey running the show on the top side. He's got 29 ride. Portson in the hip pocket. Oh, Portson in the velocity ride. Hit the deck right there. That was the Land Shark Meyer. Puts Monreal right place, right time. RJ says, don't mind if I do. The Flying Monkey going to roll it down that last straightaway. World one on the one. Right, then he bonks. That wasn't real cool. Herrera, Monreal. Whoa, dropped one off over in turn number 2. Rocket Racing colors. I was looking for McCauley, Parrish, De Leon, and Zimmerman. De Leon going ejecto-cito right there. 613 ride, Giraffe, Parrish, and the Gold Cup 2 ride of Zimmerman will be making the transfers. Out of motos, 78. 79 is the moto number 21, 30-year-old cruisers with O'Connor, Ekman, Ashley, and Bonsall. 71 ride, Bonsall running the show down that third straightaway. Got Ekman on that 2 spot. Pair of HRP riders battling for the final transfer spot. Bonsall, Ekman coming back 1 and 2. Going to be O'Connor on the 3. Out of motos, 79. Mason Hall, Hurst, Biggs, Conley, Barley, big boys and their big wheels in and out of turn number 2. 4 riders going on to the big show. 16 ride, running out on point, got the 6 ride in 2. That's Biggs, Barley, running 1 and 2 through the section, in and out of turn number 3 down the last straightaway. Biggs on the top side, Barley on the 2. Hurst picks up the 3 with the 941 ride of Dustin Conley, grabbing your 4th and final transfer. Out of moto, 80. 81 is the moto number on the track. 41, 45 cruisers with Funk, Yance, and Geo. Oh, I lost Yance in the turn. Got to be Funk and Geo with the shiny side upright. They're moving on. Out of moto, 81. 82 is the moto number. Big wheels keep on rolling. 46, 50-year-old cruisers. McKee, Wagner, Monk, and Flores. Second straight race in action, getting it done on the 1. Got to be King David Flores. Flores going to take him in and out of turn number 2 with the 5 ride. Eddie Monk sitting on that 2 spot. Flores, Monk, 30 ride of McKee on the 3. Checking on Thrillbilly. He's up and going to walk it off. Give Wagner a hand. Flores will get the ace. 5 ride of Monk will get the 2. Those are your transfers out of moto. 82. Peterson, Boydston, Rogers, Moore, 4650 cruisers, locked and loaded. Coming down the mountain, I got big wheels rolling on a Friday afternoon. Matthew Peterson got the bluegrass colors out on point as they're in and out of turn number 1. Peterson going to turn and burn down that second straightaway, running the show on the top side. He's got Boydston on that 2 spot. Rogers on the 3. I got room for 2 this time around down that third straightaway. They're rolling single file style. Peterson, Boydston, Rogers, 1, 2, and 3 as they take it in and out of turn number 3 down the last straightaway. 2 riders moving on to a 4650 cruiser main event. Matthew Peterson going to punch a ticket for the Bluegrass crew with the 21 ride of David Boydston. Moto 83, 84. 4 is the moto number on the track right now. 84, 85 combined moto. Tomolo, Lopez, McCauley, Lambert, and Gingrich. No Mr. Lambert today, so what you see is what you got. Boat ride for these cats. Gingrich, McCauley, Lopez, Tomolo, all going to the show out of a combined 84, 85. Pair of Liberty riders out there. Folks, when you see the Liberty banner, no, those folks have served your country in some capacity, be it the armed forces, EMTs, police, ambulance, or otherwise. Thank those folks for being great Americans. It's folks like that that allow us to race BMX bicycles on a Friday afternoon in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 86 is the moto number. 56, 60-year-old cruisers. Voice sign, Hall, Stranatka, looking for two, moving on to the main event in this one, down that last straightaway. 7 ride on the top side, got to be Stranatka for the Bluegrass crew with 512 ride, a Slick Rick Hall, both moving on a moto. 86, 87 is the moto number. How about Branham, Cheatham, and McLean? 19 ride, running the show right there. Got to be Scotty McLean out of Fort Mill, South Carolina, down that third straightaway. The big hurt, got to be Frank Branham. On that 2 spot, got Cheatham on the 3 as they head back in my direction. McLean going to lock it down on the 1. The big hurt going to pick up the 2 and move on. The moto, 87. 88 is the moto number on the track. 61, 65-year-old cruisers. How about Juan Carlos Carbo, Tim Merritt, Scotty Bashir, and Timothy Bowe looking for 3 riders this time around. Vendetta Colors running the show down that third straightaway. Got to be Scotty Bashir. Bercier getting it done on the 1. Got Juan Carlos Carbo sitting on that 2 spot. In and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. Bercier, Juan Carlos Carbo go 1 and 2. The big Grizz going to get in there on the 3 and move on to the show out of main event. 88. 89 is the moto number on the track. Last of the big wheels in the second round on this Friday afternoon. Sebesta, Davis, and Watcher. Gold Cup 2 ride. Got to be Wild Bill Sebesta running out on point down that third straightaway. Single file style on a Friday afternoon as the sun begins to peek out from behind the clouds. Coming down that last straightaway. Gold Cup 2 and the 21 Sebesta and Alvin Davis. Pair of big boys out of the state of Texas. Moving on out of moto 89. Give a hand to all of today's cruiser racers. 5 and under Navi action. In and out of turn number 2. Larabelle, Tomeno, Jones, Oliveris, and Tar. Oh, dropped one off over in turn number 2. Tomeno got the pack racing colors out on point on a Friday afternoon. Doing it out of Saluda, South Carolina. The 824 ride. Oh, lost the 2 spot ride right there in turn number 3. Coming back at me. Tomeno going to pick up the win. Oliveris trying to pick up the pieces. 118 ride. J-Man Jones going to get it done on the 2. Tomeno and Jones. Scalzo, Girton, Romero, Scharer. Dropped one off over in turn number 2. Tiny Tykes and Tiny Bikes, 5 and under Navis on a Friday afternoon. We're checking on the 81 ride of Summer Scalzo. 238 ride. Nope, that is the 239. Justina going to get the second round win. And the 228 ride of Romero. Justina come back to the finish line. Justina back to the finish line. Lucas Justina, return to the finish line, please. Mom or Dad, you may want to come along as well since we've got these 5 and unders here. Trying to explain it to Lucas. We may want a translator. So Mom or Dad, come on down with Lucas Justina. Come see us back at the finish line. Lucas and Mom or Dad, please come to the finish line. Shaughnessy, Salzgiver. You got it. Also then want Natalie Girton, Nat, and parent. So Lucas Justina and Nat, and parent to the finish line, please, and thank you. Shaughnessy doing it for the Identify crew. 8 bike going to be moving on. 25 ride of Santana will grab that 2 spot. 93 is the moto number on the track now. Scott, Guertin, Allen, Lowry. Lost one over in turn 1. Avery's up, though. Give Avery a hand. Local cat right out of Nashville, Tennessee here. 3 riders moving on this time around. 27 ride, Evan Lowry. Everly Lowry going to get it done. The 169 ride, Guertin, and the Gold Cup one of the Butternoodle are all moving on. Give Avery a hand. Took a digger over in turn number 1, but got up and finished the lap strong. Hope to see Avery back for more racing action tomorrow. Maddox, Elder, Lancaster, March, and Weeks down that third straightaway. I'm looking for 4 riders, 3 spots going straight on to a Friday afternoon main event and 8-year-old novice. In and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. 157 ride. Got to be Paxton, Elder. Maddox going to go 1 and 2. Elder, Maddox, and Lancaster, March go 1, 2, and 3. At a moto 94. 95 is the moto number on the track now. Looking for 9-year-old novice. Herrera, Davis, Scott, and Lee. Down that third straightaway they'll roll. Looking for 2 riders going straight to a 9 Navi main event. We're single file in and out of turn number 3 as they turn for home. 340 ride. Trinity Scott running out on point. Another local cat out of Nashville. Trinity. And the 23 ride of the Pixie, Herrera. So we lost a rider over in turn number 3. Spears, Holcomb, Parentoni, and Bales down that third straightaway. Got to be Emmett Holcomb doing it for Black Label BMX out of Hiram, Georgia. Oh, I lost Holcomb in the turn. Emmett got to get up. There's a couple of spots up for grabs if he'll make it. 516 ride coming back at me. David Bales, right place, right time. He'll get it done with the 129 ride of Parentoni at a moto 96. 97 is the moto number on the track. 11-year-old Novice down that third straightaway with Kenzie, Fari, Showmaker, and Doyle. Top 3 going to an 11 Navi main event as they're in and out of turn number 3 coming down that last straightaway. 270 ride. Got to be Fari on the top side. 15 ride. Showmaker. 255 ride of Doyle. Girton. Nat Girton. Natalie Girton and Parent to the finish line. Nat and a Parent to the finish line, please, and thank you. Williams, Parentoni, Dial, Patillo, and Biggs in and out of turn number 2. 13-year-old Novice, 4 riders going to the big show on a Friday night in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, here we go. In and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Top spot ride, 146 bike. Got to be Preston Dial. Got the Gold Cup 2 rider. Recklin Declan Williams, 113 ride of Parentoni, and the 885 ride of Casey Biggs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not going to make you, but, you're right there looking, so I kind of figured you weren't just lingering around just because you were happy to see me. I know better than that. 21-25 Navi's on the track with Dylan Bick, Spruce, Moss, and Deal. In and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway Gold Cup 2 ride on the top side. Got to be Abby Moss getting it done for the S-Squared Louisiana, Mississippi crew out of Richland, Mississippi. Coming back in my direction. Moss going to get it done on the 121 ride. Jonathan Spruce going to pick up the 2. Dylan Beck will hold on to the 3 out of Moto 99. Oh, dropped one off over in turn number 2. 26-35 Navis don't bounce like they used to. Laravel, Mirzion, and Larabelle. 179 ride. That's the bar banger. He's up. It's going to be Mirzion and Larabelle going 1 and 2. Miss Cindy, you ready? Yes. All right.
Hi, thank you. All right, on to Moto 101. Here we go. Got to be Slicker, Wilson, Martson, Rovang, and Mason Hall taking forward to that main event right here. They're going to bring it all the way back down the line. Going to be the 320 ride. That's got to be Slicker. Slicker going to go along with the 457, the 86, and the 26 ride. So 320. Will Slicker Wilson, the 86 of Rovang, and Mason Hall out of Moto 101 going in that main event. Looking at 102, sure. 102, 41 to 45 Navi racing for total points here today. I got Carner, Egon, and Boydston. Egon with the low score out of round number 1. Here we go, looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. Going to be the 27 wide of Wes Carner. Looking to lock in that low score here out of Moto 102. I got the 412. Going to be Uncle Peach sitting at the 2 spot right now. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. And Christina Boydston going to bring it all the way back down to the line on the 3 out of Moto 102. Moto 103, 51 to 55 Navi. Total points racing here. Looking for Washington, Kersey, and Jennings. Bringing it all the way back down in and out of corner number 3. He's going to lead them all the way back down to the line. Going to be the 581 of Washington. Washington going to lock in that low score. And it's going to go the 220. Going to bring it back for 2. That's got to be Jennings and Kersey, 2 and 3 out of Moto 103. Moto 104, 56 and over Navi out on the track. Taking 2 to that main event. Looking for Steffenhagen, Bo, and Watcher. Here we go. We're rolling single file style right now down that 3rd straightaway. We got that final corner. Looking to bring it all the way back down to the line right now. Got to be the 219 of Timothy Bowe on the top spot. Going to get it done right here. He's going to lock in that transfer along with the Gold Cup 3 of Steffenhagen. Dynasty BMX going to get that second transfer out of Moto 104. Moto 105. Maybe. Moto 105. This is going to be an intermediate right now. Taking 2 to that main event. Looking for Barnes, Lomascolo, Kazwara, and Moriera. Here we go, in and out of that second corner right now, down that 3rd straightaway. I got the B ride sitting on that 3 spot right now, but we only got room for 2 to that main event. Who's it going to be as they're rounding out that final corner, looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe? Again, we're looking for Barnes, Lomascolo, Kazwara, and Moriera. It's going to be the 100 ride right now of Engine Kazwarka, along with the 81 of Barnes out of Moto 105. Moto 106. Ooh, we're going to wreck at the line here. Downriders back up. Here we go. Let's give it up for him one more time. Got to be Enzo Moriera there. All right, gate down, Moto 106, charging hard down that 1st straightaway. Who's it going to be? I'm looking for Simon, Hunt, Etherington, and Edmonds. We are only taking room for 2 of them to that main event from here for your Moto 106, 1 to 5-year-old intermediates out on the track. Here we go, rider charging hard. I believe it's going to be the 78 ride of Wrecker Etherington on the top spot right now. We only got room for 2. The 81 ride locking it in on the 2, but we're top ride going to go down. That's going to go Wrecker. Wrecker going to go down in that second corner. The 81 ride going to slide on by. Going to be Hunt right there. The 154 ride, that's got to be Weston Simon sitting at the 2. Down rider is back up. Let's give him some love here out of corner number 2. Single file for the rest of these cats as they're looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. Moto 106 transfer is going to be the 81 ride of Hunt, along with the 154 of Simon out of Moto 106. Moto 107 out on the track. Got to be 6 intermediate. Taking 2 of them to that main event from here. Looking for Sunday, Monosmith, Weeks, Shanahan, and Whited. Got another down rider right there. Got to be Black Widow colors, though, on the top spot. Got to be Hayden Shanahan. Got to be your Nag 5 getting it done on the 1. We're rolling single file style down that 3rd straightaway. Got to lead them all the way back down to the line right here for your 6 intermediate. Going to bring it all the way back to the stripe. It is going to go Hayden Shanahan. Going to transfer along with the 18 ride of Beckett Monosmith out of Moto 107. Down riders are back up. They're going to finish off this race strong here. Moto 108, here we go. Gate down. Got to be another rack of 6-year-old intermediates on the track. Taking 2 to that main event right here. I'm looking for Archides, Miller, Nick, and Cybers. Rolling in and out of corner number 1, top ride. We're making it out of there. All 4 riders up on all 2 wheels right now. Single file, looking to make it work right here. It's got to be the 102 is Zayden Siebers out of Marietta, Georgia on the top spot. Got another transfer spot right here sitting on that bubble. Got to be the 12 ride of Miller. Miller, the critter, right now looking to get it done, but it is all Zayden Siebers. Going to lock in that first transfer here as we got that final corner to go. Looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. We're going to keep it up here on all 2 wheels down to the line. It's going to go the 102 is Zayden Siebers along with the 12 ride of Miller. Going to transfer on out of Moto 108. 109 out of the track. Got to be 7 intermediate rack. Looking for take 2 of them to the main event. Guerra, Dotson, Wyatt, and Zito. The 86 ride on the top spot along with the 69. Got to be Cannonball, Guerra, and Zito, 1 and 2 right now. Here we go. We got some company, though. Got a rider trying to make that main event happen. Let's see what will happen here as they're looking to round it out. Riders 1 and 2 going to go down in corner number 3 here. Going to bring it all the way back down to the line right now. First transfer spot going to go to Brody Dotson. On 2 wheels colors on the top spot here. Checking on our 2 down riders in this last corner here. We got room for 1 more to transfer out of Moto 109. So again, we're looking for Cannonball, Guerra, J-Dub, Wyatt, and Zito. Rider up, here we go, looking to make that second transfer out of this Moto 109. It's going to be the 86 ride of Cannonball, Guerra, going to get the second transfer. Giving our down rider some love here. There's another rider there on that second straightaway. Mercer Zito, another hometown hero here. We're going to see him back tomorrow to finish off that race. Moto 110, I got the Mr. President Grote, the Shotgun Gunter, Edison Campbell, and Phoenix, Slingshot Stopka. Another rack of 7 intermediates here trying to stamp that ticket to that main event. We only got room for 2. In and out of corner number 1 right now. They're charging hard down that second straightaway. We're looking smooth right now, trying to get it done on the 1. I believe it's got to be the 63 ride of Edison Campbell. Chaos Squad right now on the top spot, looking to lock it on in. I got the 46 of Mr. President sitting at the 2. We're rolling single file now down that third straightaway, looking to round it out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. Got to be Chaos Squad, Marietta, Georgia ride on the top spot here. The 63 ride, Edison Campbell. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe along with the 46 ride of Mr. President Grote out of Moto 110. 111 out on the track right now, rolling down that second straightaway. Getting a little bit older. We're on to 8 intermediates, taking 2 to that main event. Who's it going to be out of corner number 2? Going to be the 33 ride. Got to be Barnes. Barnes on the top spot, looking for Simon, Schulte, Pryor, and Stevens. Rolling single file down that third straightaway. We're in and out of that final corner, looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. Flying Tiger Barnes going to lead him all the way back down. It's going to go Barnes on the 33 ride along with the 64 of Jameson Simon out of Moto 111, Moto 112 out on the track. Schumann, Dixon, Monkman, Watson, and Barley charging hard down that third straightaway. Here we go. Taking 2 of them to that main event. We're looking to lock it on in right now. 8 intermediates out on the track. Bringing it all the way back down to the stripe right here. I believe it's got to be the 2 ride of Red Bullet. Dixon going to lock it on in along with the 37 ride of Cohen Monkman out of Moto 112. Moto 113 out on the track. Got to be 9 intermediates. 51 ride right now in the top spot. Got to be Zito. Zito going to lead him down that third straightaway and charge him in and out of that final corner. Looking for a Grote, Zito, Campbell, and Allen. Taking 2 riders of that semi-main event for your 9 intermediates. It's going to be the 51 ride of Zito. Zito going to go along with the 45 of Chicken Wing Allen out of Moto 113. Moto 114 out of the track. The Thrill, Dillman, Goose Jr. Jones, Mighty Max Weagle. Going to be the 6th ride right now in the top spot. Got to be Caden Goose Jr. Jones, Liberty Racing Team on the top spot here. Got another rider looking to make that semi-main event for your 9 intermediates. Moto number 114 going to make it work right now. Going to be the 6th ride. Got a Jones. Jones going to go along with the 78 ride of Dillman out of Moto 114. Another rack of 9 intermediates looking to go to that semi-main event. Got to be Stanton on the top spot right now, looking for Nick and Carrier. Taking 2 riders here to that semi. Owen Stanton looking to get it done right now. Pack BMX colors on the top spot as he's going to lead them in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. It is going to be the 56 ride and the 16 Carrier and Stanton out of Moto 115. Moto 116, a rack of 10 intermediates, taking 2 of them to that main event. Got to be Stratka, Forrester, Taylor, and Swearingen. Har. Here we go. In and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the line right here. Top ride going to be Eli Stratka. Bluegrass Racing here on the top spot. Going to transfer along with 384. Tessa Forster out of Moto 116. 10 intermediates taking it to that main event. Down riders back up. Let's give that down rider some love here. Not the way we wanted to roll round number 2. Nice job out of Liam Taylor here out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Here we go, Moto 117, charging hard down that first straightaway. Another rack of 10 intermediates. Got to be Phelps, Dolch, and Conley. Here we go. It is a close one here. We're neck and neck in and out of corner number 2. Top ride right now, I believe got to be the 15 ride of Shades. Dolch on the top spot here. Got a rider on his hip pocket, though. I believe that's got to be Phelps. Sassy Attitude Phelps sitting at the 2. We got room for 2 of them to go to that main event out of Moto 117 here. Crew, Shades, Dolch on the top spot as he's going to lead them in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the line. It looks like the 15 ride going to hold right now along with the 7 ride of Phelps out of Moto 117. Moto 118, 11 intermediate out on the track. Got 2 of them going to that main event from here. Rosenberg, Taylor, Cheney. 65 ride right now in the top spot. Got to be Emmett Cheney looking to lock in that first transfer here for Moto 118. 11 intermediates going to roll in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back to the stripe. Another race here. We are going to lock it in. Got to be Emmett Cheney, the 65. Going to bring it all the way home along with the 15 ride of Rosenberg out of Moto 118. Moto 119. Helton, Owens, and Herrera. Tight race right here. They're going to battle it on out, but it's the 50 ride. The Ace Herrera on the top spot right now. They're going to lock in that first transfer spot for your 11 intermediates out of Moto 119. Got room for 1 more to that main event. Who's it going to be? Is they're going to charge hard all the way down to the stripe. It's going to be the 15 ride of Herrera, 15 ride of Helton, and the 50 ride of Herrera, 1 and 2 out of Moto 119. Moto 120 action-packed racing in and out of that corner. Got to be Parham, Scotch, Reyes, Lacoste, and Runkle. Taking 2 of them to that main event here. Got to be a Gold Cup 3 on the top spot. Scotch on the top spot. The 14 ride currently sitting at the 2. Got to be Lacoste. He's got some company, though, as they're looking to lock it on in. Right now, we're going to go a little squirrely. Got a down rider on that third straightaway and in that third corner. We got room for 2. It's got to be the Gold Cup 3 of Scotch on the top spot here, along with the 39 of the King. Reyes going to get the second transfer out of Moto 120. Down rider, we got 1 of them up. We got 1 more still in that corner there. We're going to check on those riders. Sun is out. That's what we want to see, but we want to make sure that we are rolling smooth here for the rest of these mains. Here we go. Down rider going to get on up. Finish off this race here for Moto 120. It's going to be the 14 ride of Christopher Lacoste. Checking on 1 more rider here in that third corner. Down riders back up on their feet here. Let's give them some love. It's going to be Jackson Runkle. All right, Gate Slam out of Moto 121, another rack of 12 intermediates. I'm looking for Mullins, Thompson, White, Kuntz, and Hill. Charging down that first straightaway, in and out of corner number 1. Action-packed racing here. Looking to bring it all the way back home. Again, we only got room for 2 to go to that main event. It's the 14 ride on the top spot. Got to be Meadow Mullins. Mullins getting it done on the 1. The 22 ride sitting at the 2. Got to be James Hill. AOT Misfit Racing Color sitting at the 2 spot. Looking to lock it on in here. We're going to round out that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe right here out of Moto 121. Going to go the 14 of Mullins and the 22 out of Hill out of Moto 121. Moto 122 got to be 13 intermediate, taking 2 of them to that main event. Got to be the 11 ride, the Care Bear Cox right now on the top spot. Majesty Racing Colors looking to lock it on in. I'm looking for Adams, Lee, and Hunt. 2 of them to that main event for Moto 122. Going to be the 11 ride. Going to go along with your Rock 1, a Hunter Lee out of Moto 122. Moto 123 out on the track. K-Ride right now on the top spot. Got to be Mooring. I'm looking for Fearing and Tomiano. Here we go. K-Ride getting it done. The 51 ride sitting at the 2. Got to be Victor Tomano the 3rd. But it's anybody's race right now as they're going to bring it all the way in and out of that final corner. K-Ride going to lead them all the way home. Going to be Jambone going to transfer along with the 25 ride of Lil Taquito Fearing out of Moto 123. Gold Cup 2 right now going to lead them out of corner 2. Got to be Toth on the top spot here. 14 intermediate, Moto 124. Taking 2 of them to that main event. Looking for Clark, Hemmelgarn, Cook, Harris, and Toth. The 2 Gold Cup 2 on the top spot. Going to bring it all the way back down to the line along with the 15 ride of Harris out of Moto 124. Moto 125. Nikum, Schofner, Behan, Neal, and Faircloth. Riff ride right now, the top spot. I believe that's going to be Freaky Fast Colors. Looking to lock it on in. Got to be Slow Mo Neal. Anybody's races, they're going to charge hard all the way down to the stripe. Here we go, the R ride, the 13 ride, 13 in the R. Going to go Nikum and Faircloth out of Moto 125. Great racing right there. Moto 126 and 127 combined. Taking 4 to that main event, the 84 on the top spot. Got to be Schwab. I'm looking for Holt, Schwab, Mullins, Bradley, and Bulls. Here we go, in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way home. 4 riders going to that main event for your 15 intermediate rack. Got to be the 8 ride, the 84, the 22, and the 76. So going to be Holt, Schwab, Mullins, and Bulls out of Moto 126, 27 combined. Moto 128, 16 intermediate, taking 2 to that main event. Mitchell, Pagentine, and Austin. Here we go. Going to bring it all the way back down to the line. Going to go the 43 ride and the 25. Pagentine and Austin out of Moto 128. Moto 129, 17 to 20 intermediates. 3 of them going to that main event. Here we go. Looking to lock it on in. I'm looking for Bonzo, Blue, and Hoover, and Wexler. Leading them in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe right now. Who's it going to be? The 23 ride. Looking to lock it on in. Going to be Hoover. The 96, the 45, going to be Bonsall and Blue out of Moto 129, 130 out on the track, 26 to 35 intermediate, 47 ride on the top spot, got to be Wyatt. I'm looking for Anthons and Johnston. 2 of them going to that main event right here, Moto 130. Who's it going to be? We're going to do a little high-low action all the way back down to the stripe again. We're taking 2 of them. Going to be the 29 ride, 47 ride, Wyatt, along with Anthons, 1 and 2 out of Moto 130. Moto 131 out on the track. Here we go. Another rack of 26 to 35 intermediate. Looking for 2 flats, Lowry, Gunter, and Potter. I have 4 riders out here. Gold Cup 2 on the top spot. Gold Cup 2 going to be Henry. Maybe that was a combine. All right, 132. Maybe this is 36 to 40. 4 riders out on the track. Gold Cup 2 going to bring it all the way back down to the line. The T ride of Simcoe and the 185 of Moto 132. Moto 133, 41, 45 intermediate. Watson, Clark, Wynn, and Campbell. Going to be a Gold Cup 2 on the top spot. Got to be Alex Campbell. Campbell looking to lock it on in. 2 more riders going to that main event with him. Who's it going to be? Is they're going to charge hard all the way in and out of that final corner. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. 3 riders going to that main event. Gold Cup 2, the 17 ride of Joe Watson, and the 29 ride of Nicholas Wynn. Operation BMX colors sitting at the 3 spot there out of Moto 133. Moto 134, 46 to 50 intermediate. Here we go. I believe got to be Gold Cup champ on the top spot. I'm looking for Barnes, Quimby, and Engelman. Charging in and out of that final corner, looking to bring it all the way back down to the stripe, taking 2 of them that main event. Gold Cup 1, Justin Barnes going to lock it on in, along with the 14 ride of Scott Quimby. Want some of this? 51 to 55 intermediate. Here we go, taking 2 of them to that main event. Got to be Moto 135. Bolcom, Hatchet, Levine, and Strange in and out of that final corner. We're going to shut the door right there. Top ride going to get that transfer spot here. Going to be the 23, the 151, and the 28 ride. Hatchet and Balcom out of Moto 135. 136 right here, action-packed, neck and neck as they're in and out of corner number 2. Charging hard, though, down that third straightaway, the 150, looking for Hanson, Ortiz, and Big Dog. Going to bring it in and out of that final corner. Who's it going to be as they're looking to lock it on in, taking 2 of them to that main event right here, the 63 ride. Hanson going to lock it on in along with the 54 ride of El Capitan. Ortiz. Leger, Big Dog. Another rack here, Moto 137, 56 and over, intermediate. Looking for Fretzmeyer, Courtney, and Warren. Taking 2 of them, 56 and over, intermediate. Going to go single file now down the line, but it's a neck and neck, charging hard down the straightaway. It is going to be the 87 of Warren and the Rock 1 of Fritzmeyer out of Moto 137. Moto 138, we are on to the ladies. Girls expert out on the track. Here we go. Super Duper Z, Sunshine, and Dunlap. Love it. Here we go. Got to be 11 ride on the top spot. I got the Nag 11 sitting at the 2. It's got to be Sunshine and Super Duper Z, 1 and 2. Dunlap sitting at the 3. Total points action-packed race here for these 5 and under ladies experts out on the track. They're going to show them how to get it done. Got to be the 11 ride on the top spot. Going to go Novi. Going to lock it in the low score here on this round. Super Duper Z going to get the 2, and Dunlap going to get the 3 out of round number 2 for Moto 138. Moto 139, 6 girls X out on the track. Hardy, Johnson, and Mo. Here we go. Alto Colors right now sitting at the 2 spot. In and out of that final corner. Looking to lock it on in. I believe that's got to be the National 81 ride on the top spot. It is going to be Attitude Hardy. Going to lock in that low score right here. She's going to bring it all the way back down to the line. It's going to go Sassy Pants. Nope. Ooh, 91, I believe. Mo Power going to get the 2. Sassy Pants Johnson going to get the 3 out of Moto 139. Moto 147 girls expert out on the track. Southwell, Knees, and Greer. We're rolling single file style now. In and out of that final corner, looking to round it on out. Bring it all the way back down to the stripe right here. Got to be the World 4 on the top spot. The World 7, 1, 2. And Knee is going to get the 3 out of Moto 140. 141, 8 girls X combined with 142. Taking 4 of them to that main event. Daly, Edmonds, Lindauer, Bradley, and Huff. 617 ride on, going to lead them in and out of corner number 2. It's got to be Evelyn and Daly. Daly looking to lock it on in. Single file right now. Again, we got 4 of them going to that main event out of your 8 girls X. Going to round it out, bring it all the way back down to the stripe. The 617 ride going to go. The Gold Cup champ of Edmonds going to go. The 2 ride and the 11, Lindauer and Brooklyn Huff out of Moto 141, 142. Moto 143, 9 girls X out of the track, taking 4 of them to that main event. Usri, Rush, Turner, Helton, and Davis. Charging single file right now down that third straightaway. We're looking to lock it on in as we're going to round out that final corner. Man, does that sun not feel good. Happy to see that. Going to bring it all the way back down to the stripe. Going to go the National 11, the NAG 11, the NAG 15, Gold Cup 1, and the District 1 out of Moto 143. I'm going to give it to you. I can't believe I have a sweatshirt on.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
Good stuff right there. Cindy Collingwood, Team Iowa in the house, making it happen right there as we come back through. 10-year-old ladies coming back down to it. 144 is the moto coming out of the last turn, looking for a pair, moving on. 3-bike in it done. Scalzo on the top spot. The double deuce, the 22, back to the line. The Speedy Cheetah Smith will pick up the 2 out of 144 as they come on back through. More 10-year-old ladies headed our way. As we go in and out of the first turn, down the second straightaway, Nelson Smith coming down the 2 straightaway. Elton looking for a way up into the mix right now as they come back around. In and out we're going to go. The Blue Cheetah, Sawyer Smith on that top spot. Killer Beat, Nelson on the 2 as they drive down that 3 straightaway, bring them into that last turn. 145 Samoto coming back home. 10-year-old ladies on track as they keep it wrapped up right there as they come back to us. Got to be the Blue Cheetah, Sawyer Smith. Going to get this one wrapped up all the way back to the line. Looking for a nice little manual from the Killer Bee. Nelson will pick up the 2. As they come on back at me, Adam Moto, 145, 146 for Moto out of the first turn, second straightaway, 11-year-old ladies. Looking for 146, 147 combined moto on the backside. Albies send it, trying to make it happen on that 3-bike as they come back through. The Meatloaf Dawson. Dawson going to charge in and out of the second turn, third straightaway. See if she can gain some ground as she's heading in that last straight, coming back through. Looking for the top spot. It's all Daylight Cycles in this one, bringing it back home. Saynar Denton. Denton going to bring it back through. Looking for a Black Widow on the 2 as they come on back down the line. Going to go nag 13, nag 10, and the 1-bike. Well, Cadwalk coming back around. Shanahan getting it wrapped up with Johnson as they come back through. The 11-year-old ladies. 12-year-old girls on track as they head into that second turn. 4-bike on the top spot right now. Jellybean Cooper, Airborne Colors coming down the 3 straightaway. Trying to make it happen. Peak and Ryan working it out as they come down the line into that last turn. HRP Colors. Little Chili going to go peaking it up, bringing it back around. Last straightaway, she'll lock in that 2 spot as she comes back through. Out of Moto, 148, 149. Samoto on track now, keeping things moving on. Paskowitz, Pierce, Novak in and out of that second turn. Cyclecraft Colors on that top spot, not Crash. Pierce on the top spot, running with the factory black crown color. Paskowitz on the 2. The Ant in and out of the last straight. She'll ramp it up on the way back home. Pierce, Paskowitz on the top spot. So they'll get it done right there as they come back at me. Out of Moto, 149, 150 is the Moto now into the second turn. 13-year-old girls, Wenzel, Keener, Lacey, Kelly, and Waldner on track. Top 4 moving on to a main event as they drive this one in and out of that second turn with the 3-bike leading the charge. 3 and the 7 go 1-2 right now down the 3rd straightaway. Kelly getting it done. Kelly, Keener, 1-2 down the line into that last straight we go. Power Effects Speedco Colors. Waldner picks it up on the 3 spot. She'll drive it down the last straightaway looking for a 2-bike. Going to go Lacey rounding out your top 4 out of Moto 150. 151 Samoto now. 14-year-old ladies got a pretty good one going in that second turn. Dive Bomber coming in hot. 3-1 right there on the 7-bike as they come back through. Devonzar coming down the 3 straightaway, trying to hold on to that top spot, and she'll slip back into the 2 out of that last turn. See if she can crank it up on the way back home. Gold Cup champ out front. Davis will come back down the line. 6-bike. Gets a little gas, makes the pass right there. Henry will come up on the 2 for Dynasty BMX. Back to the stripe out of Moto 151, 152 Shimoto. Duffy, Willett, Waldner, Blankstrom down the second straightaway. Send it, LSG Colors out front, running the show. NAC 14, going to go Duffy on the top spot. Duffy bringing it down the 3 straightaway into that last turn. She'll lock this one up. MRC Colors trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Shasta Cola going to go Willett. Willett trying to drive it home down the line. She looks like she'll lock it in. The 2-bike making a charge. Blankstrom not enough at the stripe. Willett will get it with Duffy 1 and 2. Out of Moto 152, 153 Samoto in and out of the second turn, 3rd straightaway. Looking for a top spot right now. Jonjovic coming down the line. She'll lock this one in. Got to be the sniper, Thompson. Thompson picking it up on the 2. They went down in the first go-around, but they lock it down for the second go-around as they come back out of Moto 153 to a semi-main event. Scalzo, Leach, and Jones out on that top spot. She'll run this one down the second straightaway. She is checking out on the rest of the pack right now. J&R Colors coming back through. In and out of the second turn. Down the 3rd straight, we go with the fly-bike. Going to go Leach on that 2 spot. Jones, Leach going to get it done 1-2 as they bring him into that last turn. Last straightaway coming back home. I know Jill Jones probably tuned in on this fine Friday afternoon out in Florida. A little drive for home down the last straightaway. Scalzo trying to make it happen. Two-bike will get it done right there out of Moto 154 as they come across the line. To a semi-main event. Horn, Lawson, Franco on track. Franco running the show right now, and out of that last straightaway, she'll come back through. Power Effects Speedco Colors. The Brazilian out of Winter Garden, Florida, coming back down the line. Throws a little style for us to the stripe with the 2-bike. A Horn will pick it up and lock in that 2 spot. And moving on to a semi-main event out of Moto 155. 156 is your moto. Last rack of the 15-16 ladies coming our way. Suey, Hardy, Reichel coming down the 3 straightaway. cranking it up in and out of that last turn. Let's see what we got on that top spot right now as they come back down the line. Skinny Digit out front. Mayhem Reichel. Reichel will come back through on the 1. District bike coming back through on the D bike. Going to go Hardy for the 2. Moving on to a semi-main event out of Moto 156. Running the show right now into that second turn. Got to be Campbell out front. You know her pedals are all tightened up, locked in as she comes down through that third straightaway. Strange Motion kicker colors, keeping it moving into that last turn. Miller on the move. Meath trying to make it happen. Pino and Stotler, but it's all Campbell